Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back, guys. I'm in a tank top because menopause. So deal with it. It says track and field on it because, oh my God, I didn't even turn on the light. I didn't turn on the light, guys. Hang on. Okay, that's better. There we go. Now we've got some background. It looks profesh. I have to keep the door open today because it's just me and the dogs today, guys. And they are sad panda. They are sad panda. And before this, I was working on a large editing project, which is still uploading right now because I have to move so much stuff off of my computer. But welcome back. Enough about me. Welcome back to the True Crimes of Scientology. I'm your host, Nora Ames. And today, we're going to talk about activism, guys. We're going to talk about activism, okay? Because this seems to be a very, very hot button topic right now that a couple of individuals, okay, who y'all know who I'm talking about, okay? Y'all know who I'm talking about, who have taken it upon themselves completely independently with no coordination whatsoever. Totally not sus. That the two biggest cult leaders in the anti-Scientology movement just happen to be attacking the same exact people at the same exact motherfucking time. Totally not sus. Totally not sus. Like, guys, if you're gonna do shenanigans like that, then maybe spread it out a bit. Maybe take turns. Don't do it on the same day at the same time. I guess they just really don't care and they really think that all of us are so dumb right now. We are the dumbest of the dumb. We are uneducated. We are not doing anything. Nobody is doing anything except for these two individuals. They are the only ones. One of them claims to be the last man standing. The other one is just so busy. Oh, thank you for becoming a member there, Chewini. I love your little Chewini there. Gorgeous. The other one is just literally frothing at the mouth about every single individual that doesn't worship them in the way they want to be worshiped. Okay? No. He plays Aaron's video about recent Tommy plays a lot of voice recordings from Tommy basically warning him about his childish antics and how cops won't like it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Please be done soon. I feel like I have to start over on this. Oh, it just finished. Did it? Did it really? I really want to put this up so you guys can see it whenever you want, but we'll get to that. This is just, it's still doing its thing. So we're going to just put that over there so I can see the progress. All right. Hey, Scientology up north and a voice down under, T and Miriam. Thank you for being here. Did you see your beautiful faces on that thumbnail? Did y'all see that thumbnail? Did y'all see the thumbnail? Guys, I want you to know that these laser eyes took me a hot minute to perfect here. Let me just pull this up because I use Canva to make my shit. Look at that. Look at those laser eyes. We got Audit in there. We got me and Liz, right? These are the people. Now, there are other people that are being named. I just wasn't, I just didn't fill up the page with the people. But guys, did you see the subliminal message in the background? Did everybody notice? Is it obvious what I did with the chalk behind me? Do you see it? Do you see it? I'm just kidding. I don't have to explain things to you guys because you're a very smart audience. Okay. You guys Miriam doesn't think she looks that beautiful. Are you joking? Miriam, honey, this still of you is from your stream where you're literally flipping off the org behind you. And I fucking love your adorable face. I love it so much. Show us your tats. Whoosh, whoosh. There you go. Welcome to the gun show. Welcome to the gun show, everyone. Welcome to the gun show. All right. So those are the the ladies in question. Oh, Mass, thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, the chalk, right? You see it? Huh? You see it? You see it? Does everybody see it? Does everybody see it? Okay, I have to close this down because my whole computer is running slowly. Please close. Close. Fucking. I love my Mac, guys. I'm not going to lie. But like sometimes when I'm trying to use a very heavy program like, Final Cut Pro, it just sucks up all the fucking bandwidth here. And now it won't close, of course. Now it won't close. Hang on. I need to force close the application because my computer is slow. Forcey quit. Do it. Okay, it did it. Good God. Sometimes technology works and then it doesn't work. You know what I mean? No, I don't want to. Thank you. I don't need that right now. Okay. Yeah. So it just was interesting to me. I didn't get to it last night. I had a, time limit. But watching these videos and watching these two guys just basically like gaslight their audience into nonsense really upset me because it seems like the narrative that they're putting out, which I just finished editing, is literally the one that keeps getting repeated. And that's why it was really interesting to edit down the video of Aaron's chalk incident all the way down. It's like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, down to 26 minutes. And it's just the moments throughout the video where he's telling himself, don't use Final Cut. DaVinci Resolve is way better. Yeah, I did pay for the Final Cut. Okay. Spreadsheets. We'll totally bring some of those up. We will totally bring some of those up. Absolutely. We'll make a spreadsheet. Absolutely. DaVinci. Okay, I'll try and check that out. Yeah. Final Cut is too expensive too, but now I have it. There you go. Whatever. All right. All right, let's just do it. We're going to dive in. We have a bit of video to watch, okay, of both Aaron and Scott. So we'll start with Aaron, okay, and then we'll go to Scott because Scott's video from this morning, his early morning drive video, is one of the most telling videos that he has ever done. And if he took it down, joke's on you, Scott. Already downloaded. All right, so let's start with A. Ron Hubbard here, the current largest, the cult leader in the anti-Scientology universe with the largest online following. But still, engagement is very down for him. Only 10,000 views out of his 252,000 subscribers doing a Q&A, which was not a Q&A. You're going to file a suit against me, Jeannie? You're suing me? For what? For what? Jeannie's taking a stand. Okay, you're going to sue me. I would love to know why. Okay. As always, guys, this comes to you under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. All right, here we go. Here we go. You're suing me for suing you. I don't have a lawsuit against anybody. So how? I am confused. Anyway, let's get started here.
Okay, LA Deb, you've done so much in the fight against Scientology. Focusing solely on that makes everything else irrelevant to the cause. Keep up the good fight. Thank you, LA Deb. You reminded me of another rhetorical question.
Of course, it was not a question asked by the chat. It's a rhetorical question, but he wants to discuss it. Oh, you're going to sue me? All right, everyone, get in line for my $0.
One of the things that the Clearwater crew has been able to create.
Also, I just want to point out, and this is real talk. Okay, Aaron keeps repeating that the SPTV Foundation is it's a corporation, and it will sue me and all this stuff. Well, the joke's on you, because this person is operating under a business that is currently upside down. My profit and loss sucks. So all of these things that you think you're going to get will be negative. And my business, you can take the business. I don't give a fuck. I'll just start another one. It doesn't matter. That's how rich people do stuff, right? Where they just have an LLC and then they do the business through the LLC. And then when shit goes sideways, oh no, I just start another one, right? So good luck. Good luck getting anything, because you will be suing another corporation. But oh, did you not know that? Do you not do that with your Growing Up in Scientology channel? Guys, I recommend everybody who has a monetized channel, do yourself a favor, especially in America under our tax laws, and form an LLC and get paid via that. Please, please, please. You're going to sue yourself. My God, this lawsuits are just flinging left and right.
Is an awesome group of more or less 20 people.
20 people, guys. This is braggadocious about 20 people. The only time it's really been 20 people was the week he came out of last week, when he intimidated and aggressively went towards the old lady. Can you unsue? I don't know, maybe. And when he did, I think it was the Lisa McPherson thing, which he was in jail for. And then one night he had 50. Mostly it's just him and Farrell Cheryl and Jamie and then like 2 other people. It's not a regular group. Again, he can never tell just the truth. He doesn't tell the truth because he's a narcissist. So it's always something else. But there are not 20 people that show up every single Friday.
That come together have fun with each other, cooperate with each other, show each other love and support and respect, and go out there and protest Scientology.
No, mostly it's just a hang, because we've seen all the streams, right? If you watch Farrell Cheryl's stream, it's just her BSing the whole time. And then every once in a while, hey, you can make more money. And then that's it. Like, it's not her walking around with a sign, trying to engage with Scientologists. She just stands there, or she's mostly just like getting in on other people's conversations. Like, what are you guys talking about over here? Like, that's not a protest. It's a hangout where you guys have signs. Okay. Clearly, Erin has never participated in an actual protest, right? Like I was at the Women's March in 2017 in Washington, D.C. That was a motherfucking protest. Okay. There was 2 million women and fucking pussy hats walking around D.C., right? So many people showed up that like they thought there was going to be 250,000 people. 2 million people showed up. Okay. I flew across the country for that. That's a protest. Okay. That's not what they're doing with the Costco pizza. Okay. No one was like, you know what we need right now? Some Costco pizza. Everybody was out. A fucking Alicia Keys was there. There was tons of people. We were trying to get to the speakers. We're trying to get to the people doing the protest music. We're trying to get to all the places. We're trying to march by Trump Tower to go, and all this shit. Okay. And I was there the day before for the inauguration to see the absolute desolate streets, except for the protesters who were out there daisy chaining themselves, getting coffee thrown on them by, granny maggots. That's a protest, okay? That's a protest. What Erin is doing is a vanity project for himself, for people to have an opportunity to come meet him in real life, and just build his flock. It's a recruitment event. It's exactly what I talked about at the the meeting this morning. God damn it, menopause, that I called into. The other stream from today. Please go watch that, like it, love it. And informing them, Scientology doesn't celebrate Christmas. L. Ron Hubbard Lafayette literally said that Jesus was a pedophile and that he's Lucifer. That Lafayette is Lucifer, and Lucifer's the good guy, and Jesus is the bad guy. How exactly does Scientology then believe in the fucking birth of Christ and celebrate Christmas? They don't. Okay? It's literally a way for them to cutify themselves, endear themselves to the public. Look, we're going to give away all these toys. Guess who doesn't get any toys? The fucking workers. Guess who doesn't get any presents or a day off? The people who are enslaved there. Right? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay? It's not a protest. Please stop calling it that. You're literally mocking protests. Right? You're literally mocking protests.
Every single week.
Uh-huh.
Here's my rhetorical question.
Now, look at this face. Look, guys, I have to make him bigger. Look at this stupid face. Look at this. Does this look like someone who's going to ask a logical question here? Something that's actually important, something that's going to move the conversation along, something that's going to actually help people want to come out, okay, and participate. Let's listen.
Why can't anyone in Los Angeles do that?
Why can't anyone in Los Angeles do that? Well, Erin, if you remember, you came to Los Angeles and got detained for fucking causing shenanigans against a veteran with PTSD who we, are pretty sure is a fucking Scientology plant, but you started it. That made a lot of people feel very unsafe. Then, of course, we had Scott Hochstetter literally taking a diarrhea shit all over every single fucking protest that was put together by anybody. Just fuck it up. Couldn't just show up with the fucking, disgusting, decrepit van / RV that he was living in, because it went from the van to the RV, with the posters, and just talk to the people about the posters. Just educate. Nope. center of attention, has to be all of it with the capes and the costumes and the fucking pineapple glasses. That's a protest. You know what every protester needs? Pineapple fucking sunglasses, right? Pineapple sunglasses. That screams, I'm here to protect children. That just screams, guys, I'm a serious person. It's theater art. Honey, you're a failed theater kid. Okay. You are literally the theater kid that was, people were like, wow, I mean, he's trying so hard. Sad. Maybe he should not. He's just chewing the scenery. He's just chewing it up. Awful. Like nobody was picking you to be in their improv group, honey. Okay. You're bad at it. You know why you label everyone else a bad actor, Scott? Because you're a terrible actor. Terrible. Awful. Please stop. Like even the Razzies are like, we can't with this guy. We can't. So why can't anybody in Los Angeles do that? They're rebuilding right now. They're rebuilding because a protest to be a successful thing is not solely based on the number of people who show up. That's not the only metric. Also, 20, sir, is not something to brag about. 20 is not something to brag about. That doesn't even fill a theater. That's not even the size of an American, educational classroom. 20. That's it. That's, yeah. If you want to look at that, fail. But you're like, I've got 20 people that come every week. Yeah, you have a cult. And those 20 people show up to listen to you pontificate while you're sweating and groaning and stomping around outside of Scientology, doing nothing. You have achieved nothing from that. How many people, Aaron, have reached out to the SPTV Foundation because you've been stomping around, running after people, shoving your camera in their face, accosting them with chalk? How many people? You claimed in court that the SPTV Foundation has helped 50 people. Was that true? Because I've been contacted by a number of people who did try to apply to the SPTV Foundation and were summarily shut down, and have since heard from the multiple board members, etc., and their friends, and on, what was said about the person who applied and why they got denied. So was 50 the real number? Is that a real number? Do you have anything to verify that? Will that be disclosed in your 2025 tax filing? Are you going to put up like McDonald's counter like they used to have on the McDonald's thing, number of burgers served? Are you going to put that up there? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Someone's got to be able to answer that question.
I just did. And yeah, once you, sir, and Mr. Hochstetter have exited stage left and people feel safe because there aren't people causing so much trouble in the universe that it will be repercussions for actually good intended people, more people will show up. You've already lost 2,000 subscribers. Those are probably actual people that have unsubscribed to you, unlike the bots that you purchased, right? Allegedly, but we all saw it on the counter.
Why can't someone in Los Angeles get a group of 10 to 20 people together who can just focus on protesting Scientology once a week without trying to destroy each other or monitor who's in whose live chats?
Oh, you mean like how your mods do, Aaron? And they just eliminate anyone with a critical question of you? They throw anyone out who is an agitator from another chat or a perceived agitator or whatever the fuck you want to call it, put a 1 in the chat here, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys have been bounced from Aaron's chat by one of the mods, okay? Because I would be willing to bet there's a lot of people, okay? Like, it's insane. Yeah. No, that's a great point, Jess. Does anybody else think it's weird that the foundation is called SPTV Foundation? Yeah, I think it's fucking stupid. And I told Aaron that when he announced it. That's the dumbest name you could have ever picked. And he's like, no, it's part of the brand. It's the brand. No, dumbass. No current Scientologist is turning to the SP anything. Anyway, is current, yeah. No. Yeah. Look at all the ones, guys. Yeah. Oh. My sinuses are going to be the death of me. Like, this is a narcissistic moment where he is crafting this narrative, okay, that nobody can get anything happening in Los Angeles. Every day, Audit LA, Lara, let's see who else is showing up in virtually. Okay, because that counts. You know, we've got Ganja Girl. We've got who else called in today? Henri. I'm forgetting people. There was like 4 or 5 people besides me. Oh, get out of here. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Ozzy got one. Mandy got one. Dylan got one. Sue got one. And Creative Monica got one. Thank you so much to LAKD for gifting those memberships. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, Streets, Jessica Palmadessa. You know, here's the thing though. I just got to get rid of this fucking like human just, like pimple for a second here. So here's the situation. When the protest movement started, let's rewind 2023. And when I say the protest movement, okay, I'm talking about Streets LA, Jessica, LA Cam Without a Hellcat, Confident Chris, all those kids. I call them kids because I'm 49, guys. I could be their mom. But all these kids and Streets, because Streets is my age, showed up and started like actively protesting the test center. Scientology became trending on TikTok. Okay, people would show up just to be like, oh my God, I saw your TikTok. And they're like TikToking it live, right? Oh, Cutsy is still doing it, correct. Dan Walks LA, okay, right? And thank you guys. I told you you're going to have to remind me of more people's names because menopause is literally erasing things from my mind. So you had this movement that was organic. It just happened, right? Aaron totally shat on these guys. This is so stupid. I would never do that. You can't talk to Scientologists like that. They're not going to respond. They're making them feel like the outside world is correct. Blah, 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 blah. He was totally anti the movement. But then he saw the views they were getting. Now, ultimately, Aaron is a cult leader, but he's also a businessman, much like Trump. Okay. And he was like, I got to get in on that. So what's the first thing he does? Is he slides into Streets DMs. Hey man, wow, love what you're doing. I was born into Scientology. I got a fairly big channel. Look at me. You wanna come on my channel? You should also do this on YouTube. Even though Streets was already fully monetized on TikTok, he didn't need YouTube. What the fuck did he need YouTube for? Anyway, come on over. I'll introduce you to the community. Boop, boop, boop. It'll be a favor, And then Streets got bigger than him, And then he was like, oh, fuck. And then that's when Aaron started protesting. When Streets got bigger than him, then he was like, I guess I have to go outside of my little bachelor pad studio and do something. Prior to that, Aaron had done 0.00000 protesting in the way that he's accusing other people of not doing it. Okay. He even said that what he does on YouTube is more important than people being out in the protests. right? That it's more impactful, more people see it. It's like everything. Okay. So when he realized that in order to make money, then he went out and started protesting. Okay. It had nothing to do with being on the ground and talking to people and trying to engage. It was literally clicks and views, which equals money for him. It was a cash cow. Then he became the evangelical leader, self-appointed, of the protest movement. Now it was his way or the highway, right? And then Scott came along. And at first, Aaron thought Scott was hilarious. You know, just what a fucking idiot out there doing all this. In the same way he thought Zero Dark Tony was hilarious, while he was psychologically terrorizing me and Vanessa and Alicia and Ian Rafalco and Laura and Liz Ferris. Hilarious! Only when he came for Aaron and his dead brother. That's a bridge too far. I begged him for months to say something. Every day, crying on my way to a job that I had. Surgeon Michael, yep. Only when it's about him, because he's a narcissist. This isn't about me. I put myself on the thumbnail because, these guys are also attacking me, but I almost didn't. I was almost like, But like literally, I am part of it in that way, but it's not about me. Okay. These other women, and isn't it a shocker that it's all women? So weird. I'm shocked. I am shocked that these two, human skin flaps are attacking women. Just absolutely shocker. Okay. So Aaron likes to the narrative that he wants to project is that he's been doing all this hard work and nobody out there can get their shit together. There used to be a very robust protest movement with a fuck ton of people every night, talking to the buses, talking to the test center, talking at Big Blue, going to the fucking La Poubelle. Fuck that shit up, but don't get me started on that. It's not for right now. Okay. That's a whole other stream. And he was jealous. He's still jealous. Okay. Because even his protest last Friday, I don't even think it was 20 people. And we have all these new people, guys. Like he's keeping statistics. It's so Scientology. We've got 5 new people that showed up today. Literally? What the fuck? Okay, let's get back to his nonsense here because he's about to bring everybody else into the conversation here.
Or who said something mean to me today? Or I'm going to respond to this.
Mean. Who said something mean? I think we're beyond mean at this point. We're at defamation. DEFCON level 1. We are at defamation. When you accuse someone's husband of rape falsely and you won't take down the video, even after you've been asked nicely, and you literally think that Liz Gale will not win that lawsuit and that that's a good look for you? Hey, Corkopolis, Black Cohosh. Okay. I've got my patch on. It's actually helping a lot. It's helping a lot. Whiskey helps everything? Yes, it does. All right.
This person who responded to this person, and I'm going to have to take sides, or I'm going to
listen to his tone. Because it's women. This is what he thinks women sound like.
Man, that other people take sides.
No. I really want to correct this. This is not a sides thing. Okay? This isn't like you're Team Nora or Team Aaron. You don't like me. There's a lot of people that come in my chat and say stuff. They leave me comments all the time, tell me what a fucking asshole I am. I don't care. It's America, at least where I am. Some of the people are not in America. Okay? That's right. Cutsy has 179,000 followers on TikTok. You know how many Aaron has? 40. He's jealous. Jealous. J-Lulu. Okay. People are allowed to have a non-optimal opinion about anybody that they want. But no, it's not about. People are not allowed to actively commit crimes disguised as a protest. Okay? Because those crimes are against the law. And it does not matter the reasoning in the narcissist's head as to why they did it or why it's okay in their mind. We live in the world with other people. Narcissists live right here, right behind their forehead, and everything they think or do or say revolves around the solar system of one. Okay? So like they literally cannot think about other people or the consequences of their words or actions on other people or those around them because they do not exist. Because they do not exist. Okay? That's the universe that a narcissist lives on. Right? So when Aaron's talking about this and mocking, he is literally like, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. Right? Like that's what he tells himself. That, all these things that he's done and is doing have no consequences in real life. They are not of any, sort of anything. They don't matter. And yeah, everything's fine.
Why is it that no one in Los Angeles or in all of Europe can put together a weekly protest of even 5 people?
Well, and this is where Aaron contradicts himself. Again, narcissists do this constantly. They'll tell you a fact, right? I get 20 people a week to show up in Clearwater, Florida to protest Scientology. Okay. And then they tell you another fact. Scientology has the fewest members it's ever had, especially in Europe and abroad. And then he'll come with the sucker punch that contradicts that. Why can't people in Europe get at least 5 people to show up to protest Scientology? Well, first of all, the work, as an example, that Scientology Up North, aka Miriam, a fucking legend, is doing, a lot of people walk by that building in Copenhagen every day. And they don't look up. They have no idea that it's Scientology there. They have no idea about it. It's just sort of a thing that's there, that exists, that, because the people are so fucking weird to go in and out of there that they're just kind of like, they're just not noticed, right? So step 1 in any protest movement, we were 5 people several Saturdays this summer. Miriam, I know that, honey. I know that. But what Miriam's doing more than anything else is the behind the scenes hard work about getting information into the hands of the government officials and other people, the people who can actually do something. Because the other problem with Aaron's idea about what a protest is like as if, let's say 1 million people showed up. Let's just hypothetical scenario here for a second. Let's say 1 million people showed up in Clearwater and we're just all marching around. We had a permit. Now, first of all, for that many people, you got to get a permit for your protest. Okay. But let's just say we got 1 million people to show up to say, fuck you to Scientology, and we marched around. We had a permit for the day. Okay. And we do the boom, 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 boom. We play the music. And we do the things. And we're doing the chanting. We have the signs. We do the whole Haza Gaza. At the end of the day, our permit's over. The people disperse. What's the net result of that protest? That singular, we do that. And let's say we get 1 million people to show up every month. We have a monthly protest. Well, the possible results from 1 million people showing up in one place to protest something is you get news coverage, you get some interviews, maybe people in the place that you're protesting notice the thing that you're protesting and are like, oh, interesting. I didn't know that was there. That's weird. Maybe I should look into that. Or like, fuck, my fucking whole life is in the toilet right now because 2025 has been a fucking dumpster fire. I just got my fucking healthcare yanked from me. I lost my job because Trump eliminated the fucking thing that I work for, and, whatever. Okay? A protest is important because it's an exclamation point, right? And if they are not done daily, they tend to be kind of a flash in the pan, right? The Black Lives Matter movement that happened in the summer during COVID. Those people who were protesting in the Black Lives Matter protests were out every single day across the nation. Every single day. People who are protesting ICE right now are out every single day protesting ICE. Do we still have ICE? Yes, we do. Does that mean protests are ineffective? No. The other thing that a protest does, where people are consistent at it, okay, in a positive way, it tells people who are, possible victims or current victims or past victims, somebody's out there fighting for me. It gives people hope. It gives people hope. Okay? That people care. Okay? In the town that I live in, which you guys all know is Beaverton because that's where my P.O. box is. I didn't dox myself. I'm choking. Hang on. ICE is very active here in this town. Now we're just outside of Portland, and we're one of like the larger suburbs of Portland, Oregon. Okay, and in my town, ICE is everywhere. Oh, thank you, Gunna Fawcett, for being here for 11 months. I appreciate you. Brown Barbie, that's not facts. That's propaganda. That's not facts. Not everybody who was marching in the streets all over the place did that. And that's not facts. That's a partial story. Let's stick to absolute facts, okay? That's not what was happening. Please, we're not going to debate Black Lives Matter right now in the chat. We could have a whole other stream on my other channel about that, okay? It is shocking to me that in this town that is considered fairly liberal, it's very like United Cuddlers of Benetton here. We have people from pretty much immigrants from every country here, okay? On the street I personally live in alone, there's more non-white people than white people, which is fantastic. Okay. Yeah, wrong channel, Brown Barber. We can get into it. We can get into the nitty gritty. But like to say something like that is not 100% true. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there. And the fact is, there were a few people who rode the coattails of that movement and fucking grifted a lot of money. And I fucking hate those people because they took an organic, very important movement to bring awareness to the very upside down numbers of, Black people dying at the hands of police, which is an important topic and really should be handled. And fucking we're like, you know what? I'm getting paid, bitch. And I don't like that. That's fucked up, right? It's fucked up. I'm not saying that those people didn't do that. They absolutely did. And those guys are fucking assholes. Okay. But, protest, okay, has many facets. Okay. So it's like Aaron saying, if you don't have 20 people show up every week, it's not a protest. So you're going to tell me that all the people who made protest music in the 60s during the civil rights movement, they weren't part of it? James Taylor's not part of it because he didn't show up every week. He went to all the big protests. Also, it's like, yeah, it's a silly expectation. Right. And honestly, for a town that is so fucking overwrought with Scientology that is literally, it's like it's the blob. Scientology is the blob and taking over the whole fucking town of Clearwater. You can only get 20 people. Have you not put flyers out? No, you haven't. Have you not done like a Facebook ad? Of course you haven't. Have you not like done any type of advertising for this really important protest that you're holding every week? Of course you haven't, because you're a cheap motherfucker. You won't even pay for your own fucking therapy, because $75 is $75 too much. Put a 1 in the chat if you'd love to be able to pay $75 a session for therapy. Like, give me a fucking break. No, you're not paying for therapy because you don't believe in it. And you think you're fine. You don't think there's anything wrong with you. Oh, thank you for becoming a member. Ozzy, thank you for your super chat here. So many people support this channel and this community just by watching and participating in lives. Thank you very much. Exactly. So many people do so much behind the scenes, and for many, they do it for no money. They do it because they care. 100 million P. Yeah, look at all the people, Aaron, because I know you're watching because you love me so much. You want to wear my skin like single white female. If you didn't know that, Aaron, that's a joke. I feel like I have to say all these sarcastic things and they'd be like, that's a joke. Because Aaron's like, I'm taking copious notes of everything that she said for all of the lawsuits I'm filing. My precious. Okay, go for it. Please, please, please do all the lawsuits. It's not going to make you look like a completely, as you call me, unhinged psychopath or anything. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Hang on, guys. Time for a refill. Brought to you by, not sponsored, brown fizzy liquid that I am clearly addicted to. Okay. Because, yeah, that's plainly obvious, guys. All right, here we go.
What's the answer? I'm not gonna give the answer.
That is so culty.
What do you guys think the answer is? Oh, and I've got a follow-on question.
Oh, sure.
Why are people who've never even been involved in Scientology, who have no friends or family involved in Scientology, who don't even live in the United States?
I wonder who he's talking about.
Who've only been in this movement for a minute?
Oh no, don't like new people.
Why are people who don't even live in the United States and have no personal connection to Scientology whatsoever trying to interfere and intervene and trying to affect the morale and trying to break up the Clearwater protests?
Okay. So he's trying really hard to make really weird accusations against Miriam and T right now. I don't know who else he's accusing. If there's somebody I'm missing. Hey, Rika. Guys, everybody. First of all, I want to say something about Rika. I have met Rika on a couple occasions in real life. I shouldn't say a couple, a little more than a couple. At protests outside of the Portland org and at Jamie Mustard's book launch. In real life, in the conversations that I had with Rika about Scientology, about other things, joking around, whatever, I didn't have a bad interaction. I don't know how else to put it. All I can say about Scott doing and saying the things that he's doing right now, Rika, is welcome to the club, baby. Welcome to the club. Because this is what Scott does. We're going to go over Scott's video here in a minute. He lures people in. He finds all about you. And then when he's done with you, because you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't feel good. Uh-oh, bad actor. Okay. Just like such a fucking asshole. So it's really interesting that somehow Miriam and T are trying to break up the Clearwater protest. Could that be because they are women who stood with a woman that you abused, Aaron, whose name happens to rhyme with Rena Miscavige? Could it be that when your latest victim eviscerated your fucking disgusting tale of lies about her live, that women stood up and were like, fuck that guy? And now your only thing that you can say, because you can't say they're ugly, you can't say they're fat because you'll be canceled, you can't say they're unfuckable or something else, you can't call them a cunt, right? Oh my goodness, Irish. Tinky. Oh my goodness, 5 gifted memberships from Irish Mart. Thank you so much. That's super generous. Let's see who's getting them here. Quirkopolis got one. The Holy Rogue got one. Girl in the Dark. I like that one. Got one. And T got one. Look at that, T. And my one of my lady mods here, Gen X Biatch got one. That's very nice. Very nice. There you go. All right. So thank you for those gifted memberships. That's fucking great. So here's the deal. When women stand up together and say, you are a self-admitted, repeated abuser of multiple women, now all of a sudden they're bad? Now all of a sudden all the stuff they've done for the last 2 years doesn't count? All of the outreach, I saw earlier, T, that you said you got a church in Ghana like stopped from being built. Oh, I guess that's nothing. That's nothing. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about actual results. Right? Let's not talk about things that actually happen. Let's talk about this guy and stroke his fucking ego, because he's so lazy he won't even masturbate his own ego anymore. We have to do it for him. We got to give him a fucking ego handy, okay? Because he's the only one doing things. He's the only one doing it, right? The only one. No, nobody's doing anything. Nobody's doing anything except for this guy, who did put on a different shirt, but then went right back to the dirty, filthy, greasy black ones. Whoops.
Share a certain amount of the success over the place. I have an ability to kind of center myself and focus and be like, this is what matters. Not because it makes money. The fact that it makes money makes it easier for me to focus my attention on this. But
the fact that it makes money makes it easier for me to focus on this. Guys, this live is so full of gems. I can't even tell you. Thank you. Thank you so much for this super chat. Appreciate. 50 people have been supported by the SPTV Foundation. Yeah, I was sent something that I didn't realize was on Reddit, because I just kind of like stopped reading Reddit because it's just so fucking boring and stupid. Let me find it here. This was in the OT420 subreddit. Somehow I'm not finding it. Let me find it here. 1 second. But somebody did all of the work of screenshotting me. Oh, I have an incoming email too. That's very, very exciting. Interesting. Oh, right. This is the 2024 stuff. Thank you. Where is that email? Here we go. Let me find the. We'll just go through this. OT. Oh, just OT42. Okay. There we are. All right. Let's close that out. Boop, boop, boop. Where's the thread? Oh. God, they love me. They love me on Reddit. This is me talking about the fucking 86 GOP. There's just all this stuff. I'm not going to give the money back because I have no integrity. No, I need the money. Yeah. She's a pathetic hypocrite. Guys, they love me so much. It's so good for my mental health to read this kind of shit every day. How do you know it was that much? It's a super chat. He has given Anthony D'Amato over 100,000. Yeah. You can, it's all added up. It was revealed by more than a few insiders that have nothing to do with the grift. Yeah. I would like a dear 86 GOP, get me, where's my money? Where's my money? I've been yelling, Scott. I'm sorry. I gotta get that back up. Yeah, that's me, guys. So meta to watch myself. But I have to scroll down. Oh God, they hate Reese so much. I'm skipping that. Blah, 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 blah. Bucketgate. Who gives a shit? Like Tony Ortega, really? We're talking about fucking Elvis Presley's secret grandchild. Who gives a shit? Reese talks therapy. Why am I seeing this out of? Oh, it's in best. Don't ever look at Reddit in best. Dylan made a post. Go read it. Jenna, Amy, Reese, me. Blah, 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 blah. Toddy Skip. Aaron talks about the downfall of SBTV and warns he may face a new charge. Oh, okay. Well, sad panda. I'm sure he will. No. Blah, 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 blah. Aha. This one. This thread. Okay. We're going to read together. Reading is reading rainbow. A reading rainbow. Okay, here we go. So this comes to us on this thread, OT42, from Scientology is Evil. This person, they are a brand new user to Reddit from December 12th. Okay. Here we go. I had the opportunity to attend Aaron's bond hearing last Friday, and I thought it would be useful if I shared what I saw with the community. Aaron often tells stories about himself in an exculpatory way. Really? And usually they drift toward the laudatory in his many retellings. Usually? Yeah, always. Like a kind of narcissistic inflation. As a former fan who's put off by how shameless his self-aggrandizement has become as he spirals, I wanted to see for myself what actually happened and not just rely on his spin. Always the best decision. Go look for yourself. Don't believe me. Don't believe anybody. Go. That's why I show the video. I show the actions because it's not just my opinion. Okay. Disclaimer and things to keep in mind for people who aren't familiar with the court. This was a block of hearings. There were a myriad of low-level hearings about everything from asking to get an ankle monitor removed to bail hearing for a different battery in addition to Aaron's. It is normal and expected for this hearing to be at the very end, as it was easily the most complicated, and those incarcerated always go last. Scientology lawyers were there, but just observing from the gallery. This is a criminal case, not civil. Also keep in mind that while I tried my best, I'm not a professional stenographer, and unless statements are in quotes, they are paraphrased. And yes, I had permission from the police officer running the information desk to take that photo. Aaron's legal issues for the TLDR as of 12/5/2025, so this is 12 days ago. Aaron threw colored chalk, holy powder, on a Scientology security guard while protesting and got a battery charge. Later, after bailing out, he received another battery charge after an altercation with a different Scientology guard, which violated the terms of his bond and resulted in him being incarcerated for 3 weeks. You forgot also the protection order that happened in between those two things. This hearing was to see if he could bond out again. Aaron has 2 layers for his misdemeanor charges. I will refer to them as lawyer 1, 2 lawyers for his misdemeanor charges. I will refer to them as lawyer 1 and lawyer 2. Lawyer 1 is his original lawyer. That's Lee Perlman, who represented him at his last hearing and who Aaron and Jenna complained was underprepared. Lawyer 2, Jerry Theophilopoulos, just Jerry, is new for the hearing and was hired by Jenna. I will refer to them as Lee and Jerry, okay? Courtroom doors were closed until 9:18 for the 9:30 block. Standard pre-court energy beforehand. Scientology lawyers were some of the first to arrive, and they talked loudly and casually to each other and occasionally to other lawyers, even Aaron's, I believe, in small talk, in a small talk collegial way. Scientology lawyers were the best dressed people in and out of the courtroom. Both Caucasian, male presenting, one bald. I cannot confirm who said what since I was walking by and I didn't have their identities nailed down, but some combination of Aaron's lawyers and the Scientology lawyers had several casual exchanges early on before Aaron's crowd showed up. What stuck out, things that this person overheard, she said to tell him, Aaron Smith Levin, don't be an asshole. And later, is this going to trial? I sure hope not. After this, Aaron's lawyer was gestured away from the Scientology lawyers by who may have been his newer lawyer. So Lee was over there and he got called over by Jerry to discuss something quietly together. At this point, Aaron's crowd started showing up in groups. It's getting busy outside the courtroom with all the different people in groups, so it's hard to keep track of them. The only noteworthy thing I overheard was people wondering about a plea bargain. Jenna, at this time, nowhere to be seen, which this tracks with Jenna's recounting of what occurred. We all filed into the courtroom. Again, this is a hearing block, so there are a myriad of different defendants and their supporters in the gallery, totally unrelated to and probably unaware of Aaron, who exit the courtroom after their business is done. Ultimately, Aaron's supporters took up half the gallery in this small courtroom. I'd estimate just over 20 people. Interesting. That number is being used again. Oh, shout out to the Squirrel Busters. Thank you for that super chat. After some late arrivals, the most noteworthy of which was Jenna Miscavige. Of course, when Jenna rolled up, everyone in the courtroom who knew her kind of snapped to attention. You could feel the energy in the room ripple for a moment. The Scientology lawyers were particularly interested. In fact, before Aaron's hearing actually started, Jenna seemed to be the only thing they were interested in. One of them had a legal pad. He only took 6 or 7 notes before Aaron's case, and every single one was simply tracking Jenna's movements, entering and exiting the courtroom with timestamps. Who's David Miscavige's worst nightmare? Is it Aaron? I think not. As I said before, typically at these block hearings, they'll start out rather full in the gallery and then empty out as court goes through the hearings. It is unusual to come and go, and Jenna did this several times, each time sitting in a new spot on Aaron's side of the gallery. Another person who came and went was Aaron's first lawyer, Lee. He seemed very busy and was often on the phone when he was in the courtroom, while Jerry tended to hold onto a red folder. Okay, I love this person's observations. It's interesting. Lee was out of the courtroom so much that Aaron's turn came up and he hadn't gotten back yet. The court was reminded that the lawyer had requested that they go later in this block. The most unusual moment was when Lee walked to the gallery and corralled Aaron's group to follow him out of the courtroom to the hallway. That emptied the gallery. They stayed outside the courtroom for what felt like many minutes without a clock. I could hear muffled talking, possibly animated talking, but that's all. They re-entered more or less as a group. Like, what the fuck was that about? Right? Conspicuously, Jenna sat on the opposite side of the gallery from Aaron's supporters. Coincidentally, almost behind the Scientology lawyers, next to a younger man. In fairness, Aaron seemed rather full at this point, but there was room for her to sit with them if she really wanted. Again, it was a small courtroom. Either way, this is where she was seated for the remainder of events. you don't think that was strategic? That possibly the lawyer asked her to sit right behind Scientology lawyers as like an intimidation tactic? I don't fucking know. One stray thing I happened to see close to Erin's hearing was that the prosecutor was looking at an email or document on her laptop that had a series of images on it. The first being a screenshot of Erin's broadcasting from his wood-painted studio, and then 4 or 5 photos of what looked to be phone footage, close up, of an older Caucasian man with longer gray hair and possibly bearded, Zero Dark Tony, in distress. I believe these were screenshots of Erin's phone footage from the second battery. Yeah. I don't know if that's from that or if that's Zero Dark Tony. To give flavor for the judge, she felt right out of Central Casting. Tough but fair, not snarky or cruel, but also not cracking jokes constantly. She seemed reasonable, like when she denied a young woman's request to have her ankle monitor removed for her first DUI, but gave her a lot of encouragement otherwise, and was very patient with an elderly battery defendant who required a translator. To contrast, Erin clearly did not charm her at all. Before the start of Erin's hearing, the judge took a moment to gravely lecture Erin's supporters that there was absolutely no video or audio recording in court. I wonder why the judge felt the need to do that. This went on so long that it made me wonder if something happened at the first hearing to prompt it. But either way, it seemed like an obvious thing to do, since half the gallery was full of his supporters and many of them were also protesters and streamers. That's a little tidbit that Erin left out of his retelling. Next, Erin was escorted into the courtroom and to the stand, handcuffed in an orange prison attire. His head was freshly shaven and his beard seemed longer than I remembered, but he was facing away from the gallery towards the judge the entire time. So it's not like we could see his face much. Jenna watched Erin closely during this entire appearance. The arguments from his attorneys and the prosecution began. Lee Perlman took the lead here. He explained that there had been a misunderstanding in the last hearing. Okay, just a misunderstanding. No biggie. And that he didn't have all the info. He also addressed a few things from the last time that he had apparently handled inadequately. In particular, he explained that Erin's recent video titled, "This Means War," was a reference to his intro, the Key and Peele sketch, and that no one in that video actually said those words. He said that while making YouTube videos was his passion, it was also his livelihood. He insisted that there's nothing bad in his videos. No violations, no legal protests. No, they're legal protests. Okay. He then said something that I found shocking, and apparently the Scientology lawyers observing in the gallery did too, because when Lee Perlman claimed that the SPTV Foundation had helped 50 people, that's where I got that info from, guys. So according to this eyewitness, Lee Perlman stated, for the record, in Erin's criminal trial, that the SPTV Foundation has helped 50 people. 50. The Scientology lawyers both stopped their copious note-taking for a moment and glanced at each other with surprise. I really hope Erin did not jeopardize any of the ex or under-the-radar Scientologists. Of course he did. That his foundation has ostensibly helped by giving out that number. It's possible he said 15 and I misheard, but I believe it was 50. So is it 15? Is it 50? Erin, how many? How many? Because that's on the record now, sir. The judge appeared skeptical. She made it clear that he has a right to protest, but he has no right to violate his no contact order by skirting it and shoving phones in people's faces. Shoving phones in people's faces and cornering people into escalations and possible injury. Isn't that what exactly happened approximately one week post his release? Guys, he couldn't even go a whole week without escalating it. Not even a week. Her concern was that he's creating these situations that lead to him violating his no contact order. The prosecutor found further problems with the This Means War video, pointing out the falsehood that while Aaron and his team have claimed multiple times that he has no control over his channel while in jail, in a later video, he admitted to giving input for that video title. The state argued that Aaron is showing escalatory behavior through these calls on his channel. Absolutely. And that he hasn't grasped the seriousness of his charges. The prosecutor read into the record a bunch of quotes that Aaron has said on his jailhouse calls that are either generally inflammatory or defamatory to the court to show all this. Okay? If you watched any of his jail era streams and heard something that you thought sounded bad for his case, it was probably quoted. The accusations that the judge is prejudiced against him, that the prosecutor is new and doesn't know anything, revealing his desire to put Scientology on trial instead, etc., a lot of that is read out here. After that, Lee Perlman said that encouraging protests is legal, and the judge agreed. Lee Perlman suggested they would be fine with a psych evaluation and GPS monitor as conditions for his release. Didn't Aaron say he was adamantly against the ankle monitor and he was not going to agree to it? Yet his lawyer argued for that. The lawyer argued for that. Okay. At this point, lawyer 2 stepped in, Jerry. He was very clearly new to the case, admitting that he was still getting up to speed, but that he had spent some time talking to Aaron this morning. Oh, good. I'm sure you got nothing but the truth from your client. He said that Aaron has been protesting for years, not totally factually true, and he understood how to do it properly, but which prompted the judge to interrupt with, apparently not. He's telling people that he doesn't understand with some of what he said on his calls. Can you believe the judge is like, absolutely not? Like, she's paying attention, guys. You can't talk around this woman. I love her. I apologize. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. I apologize. Jesus. So she says, apparently not. Jerry talked vaguely about his case and emphasized that there was no violence. Jerry. Come on now, Jerry. Which the judge corrected him that there was with the violation of his no contact order with the second bail charge. She said that Aaron walked by a building, the Scientology Visitor Center, downtown, and then when the door was opened, he walked back to the building and started shoving his phone in someone's face and put his foot in the door so it couldn't close. Janet says, yes, Aaron did argue that he shouldn't be given an ankle monitor. He also said that he's no pussy and can handle what's thrown at him. Thank you for that super chat, Janet. Yeah, that's true. The judge continued with some pretty exhoriating comments about Aaron's actions. It boggles my mind that he's talking on a phone, doing it to get good content for his channel, which is fine, but he's profiting off of it, which I have little sympathy for. She essentially acknowledged that he is using his time in jail to publicize and bring traffic to his YouTube channel for money, despite what he says to stir up his masses. She acknowledged the defamatory statements he made about her and the court and said that she was tough and has heard it all before and doesn't take offense easily and wasn't bothered by them. Lee Pearlman acknowledged Aaron's frustration with the process. The judge then says he's going to be set free. She lectured Aaron about freedom of speech, that he can say whatever he'd like about the court, he can protest, but he must have absolutely zero contact with the victims. Prosecution asked for the 1,000 feet and a GPS ankle monitor, but the judge denied that, saying she doesn't want pretrial to have to measure every building in Scientology for the monitor, and that Scientology themselves are already very closely monitoring Aaron for any violations. She lectured Aaron about how pervasive Scientology is and warned him to be careful, emphasizing that they have a lot of video footage, all things he obviously already knows. The terms of his bond were the same as before he violated, except that he'd be on supervised release, which I took to mean something akin to probation with check-ins, but I'm not sure. The no contact order includes social media. The no contact order includes social media. Finally, she made it clear that telling a third party to violate his no contact order is the same as violating it himself. Quote, if you go on YouTube and tell people to make contact with the alleged victims, that's a violation. Aaron is dismissed and on his way out, distinctly made eye contact with Jenna. He appears to have lied in his post-release video where he claimed the only person in the gallery he noticed was Erica. Court adjourned and everyone filed out of the courtroom, with the judge addressing the Scientology lawyers in the gallery briefly to remind them that Aaron has a right to protest. So even the judge has to tell fucking Scientology, like, bro, this is America. People can protest. Right outside the courtroom in the hallway after the hearing, Lee Pearlman gave a pep talk to Aaron's supporters standing in a circle. Nothing culty about this. He said that they're waiting to see all the video that Scientology has so they can build their case. And that he's going to tag team with Jerry, with Jerry focusing more on the second battery. He did not anticipate any more jail time for Aaron. This is the fight. Here we go. He said that Aaron and his supporters have to be super careful, but added that their group doesn't have to tone down the protests at all, as long as they aren't being incited to escalate by Aaron. After he wrapped up and the group began to disperse, Aaron's legal wife of 23 years started asking Lee Pearlman a question about the specifics of legal and illegal protesting, which caused the group to stay and listen to this presumably useful information. Awkwardly, Jenna had already walked away and gotten far enough down the hallway before she realized no one was following her out of the courthouse, so she turned and walked back toward the group. Aaron was released from jail later that evening. I'll be around in the next few days to answer any questions I'm able. So let's see what people asked. Let's go to, I don't want to go to best. I hate that. He and his supporters are acting just like Aaron is their cult leader. Exactly. Blah, 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 blah. That's not a question. Thank you. It's very interesting that the judge specifically mentioned Aaron shoving his phone in people's faces. And then turn around and does the same exact thing first time he's out protesting. Yeah. His lawyers must have stock in an acid company to be able to watch him. I don't think they do watch him. What's this here? It was my understanding that he waived arraignment on the second charge in open court that day. Can you confirm that, since he's now saying he's never been arraigned or pled on it? I forgot to add that detail. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. At the end of the proceedings, when they were setting the next court date, Aaron's lawyers waived the arraignment for his second battery. I haven't even been arraigned. I haven't even pled. The judge even made a little joke about this hearing feeling like a pretrial already. They also waived his right to a speedy trial, which from what I understand is completely typical and usually always done. I saw Nora comment on a recent video about this and she was misinformed. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. I just said he waived his right to a speedy trial. But anyway, people like to say I say a lot of things. Don't read, whoever you are, Scientology is evil. Don't read what people say I said. Just watch my videos. Okay. Right. If you don't waive it, they give you like, if there's like a clock that's ticking. Right. So if you waive that, then there's as much time as you want. What's the other picture here? That's the courthouse that he was at. This is, I love how this person, it's nice of you to block out, oh, God damn it, all these other people's names, but that's all publicly available information. But there you go. There's Aaron Smith Levin's docket number and all of that stuff. Okay. There you go. That's the hot goss from Reddit. It's almost like Aaron isn't telling the whole story to his adherents, to his cult following, right? It's almost like he's literally leaving out a lot of shit, right? Oh, I can just do whatever I want. I can, say whatever I want. No, you can't. You can't go up to people and put your phone in their face. Like, that's not okay. That's never going to be okay, right? You can't go and do that. I have to go time here to find out where I was last in the Aaron video because I messed it up. Hang on. 47. Okay. Because I somehow booped it ahead. And so now we're off topic on something else. There's a lot of stuff for him to talk about, but I just want to get my place back, guys. Okay, here we go. Do-si-do. Boop. There we go. All right.
Question. Why can't anyone in Los Angeles do that? Someone's got to be able to answer that question. Why can't someone in Los Angeles get a group of 10 to 20 people together who can just focus on protesting Scientology once a week without trying to destroy each other?
That's what happens every day when people call into the meetings. It's absolutely laser focused on Scientology. Moving on.
Or monitor who's in whose live chats, or who said something mean to me today, or I'm going to respond to this person who responded to this person, and I'm going to have to take sides, or I'm going to demand that other people take sides. Why is it that no one in Los Angeles or in all of Europe can put together a weekly protest of even 5 people? What's the answer? I'm not going to give the answer.
Well, Scott just
what do you guys think the answer is? Oh, and I've got a follow-on question.
Oh, follow-up.
Why are people who've never even been involved in Scientology,
nothing gross,
who have no friends or family involved in Scientology,
no friends or family Scientology,
who don't even live in the United States?
Oh my God, they're not even American.
Who've only been in this movement for a minute?
They're brand new.
Why are people who don't even live in the United States?
First of all, T and Miriam have been protesting longer than you've been protesting,
and have no personal connection to Scientology whatsoever, trying to interfere and intervene.
First of all, those people that you're vaguely referencing that everybody knows who you're talking about are 2 very upstanding, amazing, very learned, smart, talented, bombastic, wonderful women who heard our stories, you fucking twit, and were like, not today, Satan. I'm not letting Scientology fucking do that shit anymore. Not in my neighborhood. Okay? That was the hearing where he got out, Cold Eclipse.
And trying to affect the morale and trying to break up the Clearwater protests. If you live in Denmark, I'm talking to you. If you live in Australia, I'm talking to you. Why are you guys who haven't put together any...
So if anybody was missing who he was trying to talk to, he's talking to T and Miriam. Talking to T and Miriam. Who he's talking to you.
Weekly protest of your own, spending your time and energy not on exposing...
First of all, it's clear to me that he's never looked at either of these women's channels, right? To see all of the excellent interviews that Miriam has done with survivors and other people, to see every video that T has put together that gives you amazing truth about Scientology, because it's always about him. It's always about him.
Scientology, but trying to break apart and hurt the only regular weekly protest movement that actually even exists in the world right now when it comes to science.
I'm sorry. What? Let's rewind this absolute garbage. Just 1 second.
If you live in Denmark, I'm talking to you. If you live in Australia, I'm talking to you. Why are you guys who haven't put together any weekly protest of your own, spending your time and energy not on exposing Scientology, but trying to break apart and hurt the only regular weekly protest movement that actually even exists in the world right now?
The only weekly protest movement that exists in the world right now. He didn't say about Scientology. I'm sorry, sir. There are literally teenagers, okay, who have like gotten a GED and left school to follow ICE agents around in their town to help keep immigrants safe in this country, that are doing that every day, all day. And you want to brag about your little meet and greet pizza party where people draw nasty grams on the ground outside of the Scientology property, and then expect people to come running out like, oh, I'm just so glad you're here to help. I'm just so glad you're here to help. Oh my God, I've been waiting for somebody who comes here and spray chalks fucking cult all over where I've been dedicating my whole life to help me see the light. Oh my God, you've broken the spell. You've broken the spell. I now see I'm in a cult, and praise Allah. What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding? The people inside the buildings think that you are a fucking asshole, that you are the most evil person on earth. David Miscavige, you're a fucking pimple. Okay? And you know how far off his radar you are now that you're not fucking his niece? So far. He's actually cackling that you couldn't keep her because you're such a fucking loser. And you're such a fucking abusing, misogynistic, narcissistic, darvoing pig. You couldn't even do that right. You couldn't even be a decent human being for your own clout. That's how narcissistic you are. We all know Jenna was your fucking meal ticket. You couldn't fake it enough with her. You couldn't just be nice. You couldn't pretend enough. It's too hard for you. Too much effort. And as we know, you're just not into the effort. You're not into the effort. Oh, if David Miscavige showed up in a fucking Range Rover, opened the door while Aaron was protesting, like, let's get in and talk it out, Aaron would absolutely get in that car and would never be seen from again. He would take the money. Aaron would absolutely, I believe in my heart, if he was offered a fuck ton of cash to shut the fuck up, he would take it and run. And then he would just turn his channel into what Lindsay's doing over there, just, talking to Trump all day. and try to like compete with her. I firmly believe that. I would be willing to bet money on that. Yeah, Miriam and T are making a huge impact in their areas, literally by themselves for the most part. And are you just unwilling to say that these two very powerful women are creating more of an impact in their foreign countries than you can in the literal capital of Scientology on planet Earth? You're in the literal capital of Scientology on planet Earth, where that town hates Scientology so much that they are like, well, this guy, I guess, is okay, even though he's kind of an asshole. Well, sure. And you can't get more than 20 people to show up because you never put out flyers and be like, hey, we're protesting Scientology every week. I even bring pizza. Come protest with my, take a picture with your cardboard Tom Cruise. Like, no, you are such a fucking misogynistic piece of shit. It's not, you're not even trying. Look at that face. I got to get that one too. That's great. It looks like he's taking a shit. It literally looks like he's doing a big pooper doodles right now, doesn't it? Just awesome. Fantastic. Got it. Beautiful. And Alex is doing a great job too. No, he's way too self-destructive. Way too self-destructive. Let's see what the rest of this is.
When it comes to Scientology. And that's what the Clearwater crew is out every Friday
Clearwater crew
doing.
But what are you guys, a fucking gang? The Clearwater crew. Clearwater crew in the house.
In front of the largest Scientology base in the world. The people I'm talking about can't even scrounge up 1 or 2 people to go out there and protest with them. Or I should say more than 1 or 2 people. And you guys have the audacity to try and tear down what we're doing in Clearwater, Florida.
Nobody has to tear down what you're doing in Clearwater. You're doing that all on your own. See, this is the part that he's leaving out of this conversation, is that the only thing that has been said about the Clearwater crew is about you and your crimes that you record yourself doing and that you keep repeatedly doing, even though the fucking judge told you to not. Right? For the record, those are Aaron's words, not Dusty's. Yeah, I know that Dusty is very sad right now. That's what I heard. Yeah, no, it's all Aaron. It's all Aaron. It's all Aaron. The only critique of the Clearwater crew is about you. It's about you. It's not about anybody else that's out there. Irish does do it all by herself in Ireland. Because that's how small fucking Scientology is. But also because she gives a shit. And also it's like, this isn't an MLM. And you're totally making it an MLM. Like if people just came out and they just, they just feel sincere and they just talk about the thing and and then everybody would just be doing it. He went on a roll at the beginning of this Q&A where he answers like less than 10 questions total. Where he was basically saying that, he is the only person, guys, he's the only person who's ever independently come to YouTube to make content on a regular basis about Scientology. I would like to remind everyone for the court that I started my channel before him and I started putting content on my channel before him. That was just me breaking down literal Scientology. Okay? If it may please the court. If it may please the court, let's go to my channel because my channel's had a lot of evolutions and everything else, okay? And that's on me. We've already discussed this, okay? We're going to go. Okay. Here we are. Look at us. We're here. Okay. We're going to go to the video section because I've re-uploaded things. We're going to go back in time. We're going all the way back. Okay. So this is my video that I put up, Why You Can't Be Gay in Scientology, that I put up in 2016. Now, this is a short. Some of these things I've put up in different order, right? Okay, this sexy Scientology. Look at my hair here, guys. This is 2015. This is originally.
You can't just leave.
Here's my old opening.
Protecting the church is more important than family.
Oh, look at that cinematic masterpiece of an opening. Thank you. Yeah, that was my original opening. That's the original name of my channel. Growing Up Scientology, from cradle to slave. Okay. Yes. And this is, I used to want to have my own production company, and I called it that. Okay. So this is Sexy Scientology Part 1.
Where to start? Let's see.
Look at me. This is me still very much in the closet, trying to come out.
As some of you may know, who've read.
That's my living room in Ventura. Okay. So there's that one. But this is part 2. I did it in the office. We had an office out there. This is the Scientology homophobia. I think I actually made before the Sexy Scientology. And this was the video I made solely about the RPF. Okay. Those videos were all made in 2015. Yeah, this is other ones. I've renamed them. I put a thing in here. Oh no, it's Aaron. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I started, it's like, I don't mean to be like a braggadocious. Okay. But yeah, I that happened. That's real talk. That's real talk. Okay. He's not the only person that's ever done that. Also, prior to both of us being on the internet, Tori was here. Mark Bunker was here. Are we to believe that in Aaron's mind, he thinks that he has done more to take down Scientology than Mark Bunker? Are we fucking, like, that's how fucking narcissistically delulu this man is. Like, what?
You guys are not here for the right reasons.
What?
You guys are here to feel important.
Oh, I love that one. Sorry. You're here. Miriam and T, did you guys know you're here to feel important?
You guys are here to sow division.
Honey, that's what you do every day.
You guys are here to demand that people pick sides.
No. And see, this is a triangulation thing. Okay. He wants everyone to put me and Miriam and T in one sentence, as if we are just one amalgamous woman. Okay, Miriam and T are doing a lot of fucking important work, and they're very laser focused on what they're doing. I'm also doing what I personally consider to be important work, exposing this dangerous narcissist so that people don't keep getting hurt. Okay, and I will keep doing it for as long as humanly possible and as long as necessary, to get him to, I don't know, leave. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, people are like, what's the goal? The goal is for people to be not in danger of him anymore. That's my goal. And in my mind, that's accomplished when people Google Aaron Smith Levin. They see the truth about him. Yesterday, someone put in the comments of yesterday's video, we went over his Drunky McDrunkerson campaign time where he called a woman a cunt 5 times at a bar while trying to get signatures, who just happened to be the woman that he was like, fucking sexually harassing on Facebook, who was at the bar with her then boyfriend. After calling her a cunt 5 times, her boyfriend punched Aaron in the face, and he promptly pussied out, as he would say, and called the popos, who basically told Drunky McGee, sir, if you called my girlfriend a cunt, I would also have punched you. So they decided to not do that. They didn't do anything with it because he's an asshole. Justice was served. We are not needed here. Justice is served. What? Are you joking me, Peter? Kelly told you that Aaron emailed her to tell her that she was quite possibly the worst thing to happen to the anti-Scientology movement. Are you fucking kidding me? He sent you an email like that too, Miriam? What in the actual fuck? And then he wants to make fun of me because I emailed his lawyer? Wow. Wow. Hang on, guys. I got to blow my nose again. 1 second. I'm back. All right. Sorry. I had to blow my nose. Then I had to go to the bathroom. Then I had to get a snack. Because, guys, talk about this stuff. Hawaiian runs, okay? Hawaiian rolls are so good. It's like, yeah, I'm burning through a lot of stuff here. My God. Booger. Well, I did a lot of things, and I had to use my inhaler. See, I brought it with me so I can just have it here. All right. Here we go. Oh, I'm seeing from my mod chat, the lady who said earlier she was suing me because I said that DOA simps are in a cult. What's not factual about that? We're going to go over it. Those rolls need pulled pork. I know, right? Jesus Christ, this guy is just so fucking annoying.
You guys are here to tear people down. And somehow you tell yourself some kind of a story that you're doing something good. But all you're really doing.
All of the actions that Miriam and T have done to bring awareness to Scientology, to give a platform to the survivors of Scientology, has been nothing but positive and has actually helped people. It's helped a lot of people.
Is trying to hurt the largest and only regular Scientology protest movement that even exists in the world.
Yours is none of those things. It's not even a real movement. It's you and Feral Cheryl stroking each other's ego like you're just it's basically a glory hole session for each of you. That's all that's going on. And Feral Cheryl is so fucking up your ass that she's literally, probably one of your kidneys by now. Marilyn's the other one. All of these your Clearwater crew and extended fam, okay? Kelly Copter, who's like, she dropped off the face of the earth. Where you at, Kelly? You were very snappy, when you fucking zapped fucking, Scotty's channel off the face of the earth while he was in jail. Convenient. And you said you do it again. Remember that, Kelly? Remember how fun that was when you and Aaron and whoever the third person was ganged up on Scott to fucking take away his channel? No, guys, I got no love lost for Scotty. And he is running a cult. But that was dirty pool. That's dirty pool. Like, if you're going to copyright strike somebody, do it when it fucking happens. Yeah, there's no statute of limitations. There's no time limit on when you can do a copyright strike, but still, it's a little sus. That coordination was just literally bullshit. Kelly Copter's a transphobic biatch. Well, here's my shocked face. She is besties with Aaron, who's also transphobic. You guys ever seen that interview with him and fucking Andrew Gold? Yeah, don't. Right? So we got Kelly Copter. She's dropped off the face of the earth. Natalie's nowhere. Where's the aloha, Nat? Where's the fucking aloha? You going to still keep protecting him? You going to keep protecting this guy who claims that his glorified pizza party ego, masturbation fest is the biggest and only and the most important Scientology protest movement in the entire world? In the entire world. Liz Ferris is back, everybody. She came into my other stream this morning. She's doing great. There we go. But I mean, it's like, come on. You're gonna vouch for that? You're gonna vouch for that? Yeah? Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to do that, Janet. Like, what? And, oh, Rabbit. We went over Rabbit yesterday. We went over Rabbit's 2-year, very lucrative, very, large catalog of simp videos for Aaron. And then in the same breath, she wants to lie to her whole audience. Oh, I had no idea. I totally don't cover for this guy at all. What are you guys talking about? That's crazy. It's crazy, Doug. Right? It's crazy. Girl, please. Please. And Marilyn. Oh, Marilyn. Marilyn would shave her head bald and make a wig for Aaron if he asked her to. She absolutely would. She is his, Stephanie. She's his baby reindeer. She's just out here punching people, making 10 million videos. Why did she harp on Reese so hard? Let's be honest, okay? No matter what your guys' opinion of Reese and Tommy and whatever fuck, why did Marilyn take umbrage about it? Because this man decided Reese was a bad girl. And Marilyn's like, I got you, Daddy. I got you, Daddy. You just sit back and I'll let Mama handle it. Why so obsessed with someone else? Like, what he just described is Marilyn. Like the person who's a never-in, who's new, who doesn't have any friends or family in it, who's just here. Like, that's literally, he just described Marilyn's resume. But she doesn't see that. It's always other people. It's literally you, Marilyn, who he just described, who, by the way, he doesn't really like. You guys all think, all of you guys in his chat that have come over here that are watching, that just want to leave a nasty comment, how you're going to pretend sue me and all this stuff. Also, again, I'm a business. So go ahead, sue the business all you want. That's why people who are public-facing people should have a business to be the literal shield legally between them and people who are insane on the internet. Okay? It's literally simple. I guarantee you Aaron doesn't have one for himself. Why? Because he's cheap, and it's not cheap to start an LLC. It's like, $1,500 or something. It's just yeah. Okay. Why are these people doing this stuff? Because their cult leader is telling them to do it. Why do his adherents, his little, Aaronites, what are we calling them? I don't know. Why do they come into my comment section to tell me totally outlandish things? Because he tells them lies about me. He tells them false narratives about me. And also, I say the truth about him. So it's like a double whammy. And when you're in a cult, okay, speaking from someone who grew up in a cult, when you're in a cult, you are 100% in. Okay, if you're wavering, then you have to prove your loyalty by being even more fanatical, right? But when you're in a cult, you're fanatical about it. You're fucking fanatical. Like I said yesterday, I would have literally punched someone in the face if they said shit about Scientology. I would fucking take my earrings off. I'd be ready to go. Okay? So I get it. I do have actual empathy for the people who are sucked into this cult. Now, some of the most rabid adherents to Aaron, I do truly believe, especially the people behind like the anonymous accounts that you've never seen anywhere in real life, that just donate constantly and are always there. Those people are 100% OSA that are just like, yes, keep being crazy. Like they want that. They want that more than anything in the whole world. Okay.
Right now. Think about that. Why do these people exist?
What kind of a fucking question is that? Because they're decent human beings, Aaron, that see the travesty that is Scientology and believe that it should be shut down because it's a human child trafficking sex cult that is evil. It's like decent people don't like indecent things and they speak out about it. That's normal. That's normal. Good night, Miriam. I love you.
What are they really trying to do?
Exactly what I just said.
And other than constantly trying to stir up shit and division, what do they actually accomplish?
A lot.
I would argue they accomplish absolutely nothing.
You're,
and those are really just rhetorical questions.
You're too narcissistic to watch anybody's content, but particularly women's content, who absolutely are kicking ass out here.
It's because I'm talking about what these people are trying to do. I'm actually not talking about what they're succeeding in doing.
So you admit they succeed. So this is all just a bunch of
because
bullshit.
No one's going to succeed in throwing a wrench into the tight knit group that has become the Clearwater Crew.
It's not going to work. Crew.
It's not going to work.
My close circle of friends that will literally stand in between me and death. That is how devoted my cult members are. You'll never stop us. He's psychotic, bro. Like, literally. Put that in your notes, Aaron. Put that one in your notes. I said that statement, psychotic. And then let's go to court and I'll have a fucking psychiatrist that I will give every single one of your videos to, who will then testify in open court exactly what you are. This is not going to go the way you think it's going to go. Like, I will tell you my whole court strategy ahead of time because you're so fucking cheap, you won't do it. Okay? But I will have a fucking line of experts to break you down to testify under oath in open court exactly what you are with the science to back that up. Okay? I am 0% afraid of you. Why? Unless you physically come here, and in which case, if I found out you were doing that, I would take necessary precautions to protect myself because I don't trust you. I think you're dangerous. And if you were coming towards me at a rapid speed, as you do, I would do everything necessary to protect my life and liberty and that of my family. Because if you're coming at me in the way you come at those Scientologists, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Because I'm not afraid of you. You don't intimidate me. Your size doesn't intimidate me. Your big fucking loud mouth doesn't intimidate me. Okay? I'm just telling you right now. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Look at him laughing. Look at him joyously.
What do we?
Blah, blah, blah. Are there more doing this in Florida than you?
Asterisk me. Are there more doing this in Florida than you? Well, there's every member of the Clearwater Crew.
Every member. Can you name the Clearwater Crew? Do you remember the names of the people that come to fucking just, hang on your every word? No, I don't think so. Nope. I don't think so. All right, let's go to Scott. Scott! This is his this morning driving to whatever the fuck he's doing stream for legitimate work, trying to legitimize himself and establish residency in California so he can get a driver's license, a valid driver's license in California, and, look good for the court. Trigger warning. First of all, Scott is repeatedly touching his phone throughout this, which is illegal in California. Reading the chat while driving, illegal in California. And for some reason, I don't have one in this room right now, is using an actual coffee mug, like from your house, instead of a to-go cup. Can't one of his supporters buy him a decent, like, little Yeti, mug for the car to keep his coffee hot? What the fuck is he doing? This is insane. Here we go.
Like, damn, like, DOA, why do you always have issues with so many people? And I was laughing at the thing that Rika just completely flat out lied and tried to say that Tilty Bird was mad at me, and that was just not the truth.
It's all triangulation. It's all triangulation.
At all.
And speed him up.
So I'm playing back.
Scott does sound a little more manic.
Right when I woke up,
I'm
just playing back all the different conversations I had on the phone with her. Because I had quite a few. Maybe 15 or 20.
He had 15 or 20 phone conversations with Rika. Now, Rika, I know you're in the chat. He's been really mean to you. I'm going to try not to play the super mean stuff, but there's a reason why I'm playing this part. I promise.
And she said yesterday that Miriam up north is an activist. She's not a full-time activist. She's got a job and a life besides activism. Okay, have I given some type of qualifications of how many hours it needs to protest?
Yes, you have.
Like, where do you guys, like, when you get onto the...
Notice how Aaron's talking about Miriam. Scott's talking about Miriam. Guys, it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that the two cult leaders who are slowly losing their cult, okay, and they're losing their support, their engagement is for shit, their watch hours are for shit, they're not making the money they used to make on YouTube, okay? They're not getting all the super chats they used to get. They're not getting, oh my God, Nikki. Please, for the love of God, can I like make an intro where it's like a supercut of all of the times that I have gone back and corrected the record? I'm not mad at you, Nikki. It's just frustrating to me that every day somebody comes in and is like, didn't you say blah, blah, blah about Aaron? And it's like, I did. I already apologized for it like 150 times. I've already like corrected the record in so many streams. Okay. So please, I beg you, please go back. I even did a whole very heartfelt direct to Juliana apology when she was in my chat. So if that's not, please, like if people in the chat could just back me up here for a minute, my mods or somebody, like I don't want the chat to get sidetracked with that, but it's like, I've done it. I don't have time to like redo it all again because we have to talk about Scott.
Hate DOA train
It's not a hate DOA train. It's an awakening to narcissistic Darvo by this man and people deciding, I don't want to be a part of that.
all logic just go out the door, or is it like a gradual process? Like, do you just instantly like turn into hate and be like, I hate this person, so I'm gonna lie and manipulate and just make shit up?
It's not about hating you. It's not about an opinion
or am I
about
just
you.
incapable of noticing like shady acts? Yeah, no.
Look at how he's driving erratically. The person in front of him, that's brake lights, guys. And he's trying to get over, but he's paying more attention to the chat than he is to the road. It's very dangerous.
I noticed that you were like a fence rider.
See, he's just trying to break
I noticed you were like, I'm
here.
talking shit. Like, it's not even 7 a.m. yet. I'm already talking shit. It's this electric car, man.
Look at his fucking
People
mug.
think they're so much better than you, and they're in a better car.
He's doing so much better than Rika, and he's in a better car. It's not your car. It's not your car, Scott. It's not your car. You don't have a car, Scott. You don't own a car. You're not renting a car. You are borrowing another more affluent human's car who God knows why they've let you drive it. And you're also living with that person. I hope you're paying some form of rent. You just think you deserve these things. Because what? Because what? Because you're Scott? It doesn't even make sense.
Like, this means that I am super special.
What? No, you're a fucking mooch. I'm an 80s kid. That's what we called dirtbags like you. You're a fucking mooch. You just sit around and you're like, oh, hey, you going to eat all those fries? No? Oh, hey, are you done with that soda? Oh, okay. Oh, hey, do you think you could just, could you lend me a couple bucks? I don't know whose car it is. I don't know which granny is got him shacking up with her. But somebody's. And if ma'am, if you see how this man is driving your car, I cannot believe you're still letting him do it. He's going to fucking crash your car. He is such a bad driver. Yeah, what happened to the RV that you guys all got him, huh? Remember all those donations for the new RV or the old RV or the new old RV? Oh, no, it's all broken down and shit, Ann. It needs new fucking shocks that he won't pay for. and nobody will work on an RV that's from 1970. Yeah. And then he's like, guys, it's just ranting. It's not me totally fucking crashing out when I do that. Yet if I raise my voice in any way, shape, or form just to be louder, oh, I'm screaming. I'm unhinged. I'm psychotic. But Scott is literally like allowed to just lose his shit for an hour straight about titties and vaginas. He doesn't want to hear about it anymore. And that's fine. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And so it's like, I'm just amazed at. I had to get red.
He's responding to the chat. It is literally pitch black out because it's 6:30 in the morning. But he can't not make content, guys, even though he has to work like some sort of 9 to 5 or 7 to 3 or whatever the fuck he's doing. Okay. And he has to make content. And he's on a freeway or something right now. He's on like a highway, a freeway or something. He's not at a stoplight like, hey guys, I'm at a stoplight. Let me look at the comments. No. In California, we went over the law. You are not supposed to look at or touch or interact with your phone in any way while you are driving. It is illegal.
I'm just amazed at all the different little manipulations and lies and how subtle the lies are.
Here we go.
But I noticed that Rika was just a fence rider, right? And there
Now it's just more insults.
was this dude was allegedly attacking her, and she allegedly made a police report. And she was making this big deal, and he had autism. So I'm not sure if that is why Rika was being.
Now Scott's going to talk about autism as if he has any knowledge about autism, the spectrum of autism, what that means, or anything. And as a mom of an autistic person who's now I was going to say kid, but he's 20. Like, go fuck yourself. Okay? You have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Attack was because his autism was less autism than her autism, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to give her extra space to be a snake because she's autistic. And if that's the case, then the person who was attacking her, who also is autistic, am I supposed to give him extra space, or am I supposed to not say anything like everybody else said? What did DOA, the like white guy, like what did DOA do? He's a defender of ants. I'm gonna defend Rika. I went into not fluffer squirrel, stupid antics of a mama, antics of a squirrel, antics of some shit, I don't know. And there's her buddy who's making all these threats allegedly to Rika. And I'm like, antics, like Rika said that this man's been attacking you.
So again, if you're standing up for your friend and there's a person who's doing shenanigans, okay, probably the best place to like have that convo is not in a chat of a live stream. It's like a one-on-one type situation where you address things like that.
Right? And antics is like, oh, no.
It's fine for me to use content. I make more than in super chats at my job. I was fence riding because I knew he tried to destroy me. I don't know who this is. Okay. Yeah, every person who's autistic is different. No, he didn't buy the car. He even said that was a joke. It's not his car.
They didn't do anything to me. It's okay. And I think he has autism. They're a lot.
He's reading the chat, guys. He's not looking at the road. Chat. Even lean forward.
I think that's pretty accurate.
Chat. Oh, let me drink my coffee. Chat. Road. Chat.
I think that's pretty accurate.
Look down. Chat. Look around. What the fuck? Are you having a seizure? What are you even doing?
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing.
Chat.
Why have I not gotten any views? Well, because you're not entertaining. Sorry.
Because you're not entertaining. Again, he and Aaron are really on this. You got to be entertaining tip. No, you know what people like right now in 2025? The fucking truth. That's what people like.
No entertainment value. But, okay, so you got this person who's making threats to you. You allegedly filed a police report. You talked to his mother. And Rika, now I don't know. Now I think Rika might have just been attacking an autistic kid. Really. And I'm sorry, guys. When it comes to like the pronoun game, I respect everything that people do. I respect even that was because she cares about autistic people. all right? And maybe you said something that was wrong. Maybe you forced him into that he didn't properly use your proper pronoun.
Looking at chat.
And like, I'm sorry, guys. When it comes to like the pronoun game, I respect everything that people do. I respect even how people raise their children depending on their beliefs, and it's their children. You know, you raise them how you want to raise them, right? Just like Scientologists have a right to raise their kids in what they believe is a religion. You can't just tell people, no, your kid can't be involved. Yeah, no, you're gonna have to wait till you're 18. Thank you. Yeah, there's a dangerous. The religion is 18 and up, please. I'll be okay as long as there's no kids in Scientology. Good God, Haggabasher, how dare you guys go after this autistic person? Haggabasher, has Haggabasher even worked on our website?
Now he's gonna go after Haggis. I should have put you in the thumbnail, Haggis. I forgot.
Website was real shit. But like, what I didn't understand was Fluffer Squirrel already had this huge website together. Why did Haggabasher have to make a website? Like, there wasn't really anybody going to the other website, but like, I don't even know if I've heard anyone even Basher's website. It was like one and done. Right? It's just getting good, the website. Should I go back? Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources on that website.
So I love framing shit up.
Well, that's not okay. I guess. Yeah, that's not okay. I didn't know about that.
Like, that's so easy. It's like, okay, I'm attacking autistic people. I don't know, man. Maybe it's a reverse Scientology operation, Rika, to accuse some man who's autistic of you being a victim so you could join in on the victim. War is a good book. McPherson, never go over the players, right? That's the thing. Yeah, I mean, gosh, all these activists, they're not activisting enough. They should quit their job, leave their family, and just be live streaming every day. That's really what they should be doing.
Yeah, that's basically what Aaron said. So even Scott thinks that's a bridge too far.
And I'm going to look down on you if you don't.
Reading chat again.
Data collection. I mean, that's what it is in the end. They've collected a bunch of data about nothing. Lisa McPherson, you know, they generally talk about Lisa McPherson. Never go over the players, right? That's the thing. It's just so...
Yeah, nobody's ever talked about the people who were behind Lisa McPherson. Nobody's ever read the diaries that her handlers, like, fucking, you know, kept a diary day by day of how they were torturing her. Nobody's ever done that. Nobody's ever identified the players. None.
Strange. And it's like, I don't know who the operatives are. Scientology's good, man. They're fucking good.
The operatives are in plain sight. We have identified them, and you are one of them.
I have to give Scientology credit for a religion. They know, and that's probably why they all read the Art of War and everything. Art of War is a good book.
Right there. That tells me so much about you, Scott. Look at him reading the chat. I just paused it, but look at how long he takes his eyes off the road until he finds a comment to interact with. Because he has no original thoughts, guys. He can't just talk. He can't just have, like, okay, guys, today I want to tell you about XYZ. And let's talk about it. He has no thoughts. He has to have the chat be like, what about Joe? Oh, I fucking hate Joe. Bah, 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 bah. Oh, good. Look over your shoulder. You're in a car with monitoring everywhere. Tell me you don't. Yeah. I gotta read the chat though. Oh, gotta get over. Get over, Scott. Get over. Get over. Oh, chat.
It's wild though. I mean, it's wild. I'm happy to be involved.
I found something to react
because I paid super close attention to everything. That's the thing. Like, and even this is. I'm gonna have to defend myself by what I was saying about Melody. Okay, because I really like Melody, because Melody's just like, I don't know, she's just like really real. She like doesn't care about all this shit. She's got her own issues, but she like talks to me, and we just have conversation about shit.
So he loves Melody because she just talks to him. They're just best friends. Best friends. And she will not abandon him for anything. She will not abandon this fucking garbage dumpster fire for anything. She also thinks that the people in the chat are her prance.
And I heard her when I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Because like Erica and AZ.
Really, Vince? You're going to quote Eric Rader in here? You're going to quote Eric Rader, a man who stomps up and down public spaces screaming in a drunk tirade about random people that he doesn't even fucking know? I don't give a fuck what Eric Rader calls anything. Why is that quotable? Why is he a quotable source? Get real. He's a misogynistic fuck too, and an Aaron simp. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, thank you so much, Becky, for the hours of content I've consumed recently. Thank you, Nora. Oh, well, you're very welcome. Thank you. Oh, no, she's 10 toes down for Scott. 100%. Yeah, it's just nuts.
And Julie B started on the bad actor victimhood of DOA, and she was, she was kind of being strung along by them.
Yeah, and Julie B, where's Julie B? She's gone. She got, fucking told off by her simp master, fucking AZ Crimson. Talk about a crybaby. Wow, that guy gets like 3 viewers. Actually, she's back in his chat now. That's right. He threw her out, then he took her back, then he threw her out, then he took her back. And now he just sits there all day on a 24-hour stream with his fake animated pandas making shit music for himself and the 2 people that watch his shit. Yeah, he is a raging alcoholic who drives around drunk. Why would I take anything that he says truthfully? Oh, she only has 7 toes? Okay, well, that's sad. Yeah, she needs, so she doesn't lose any more toes. Yeah, she should quit smoking. She has a kid to think about. Like, it's just, guys, and this is, in my mods will verify this, okay? Not because they're in a cult, but because I tell them this almost every day. I tell my mods that if I'm talking about a topic that is triggering for you personally, don't mod. If you don't feel good, don't mod. If you have a commitment with your family, don't mod. If you're tired, don't mod. Like, take care of yourself first. You, your life, your children, your family, the food you want is all infinitely more important than me and my channels. There's nothing more important in your life than your life. Okay? I will tell them, like, listen, if my topics are pissing you off, I will just do the modding myself, which will be terrible and I will be falling behind, but that's fine. People will live. Okay? They do it because they're engaged and they give a shit. They care about me for some crazy reason. But it's genuine. I've never demanded anything. I've never yelled at my mods. Where were you guys? Right? I'm not in charge of them. They're do this for volunteer. And I'm fucking grateful, right? That these amazing ladies show up for me and do this, right? But it's like all these other people, like, do this, do that, delete this person, pop, 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 pop. Like, they're already doing it. I don't even have to tell them what to do. They're fucking great. They know what they're doing, And I occasionally get an email, I got timed out. And I'm like, okay, there's a fucking hole and you guys can drop it now. If you guys ever have a beef, you've been timed out, blocked, something, whatever, there is an entire email, okay, just for the mods that you can reach them at to be like, hey, why that? It's totally okay. My lady mods they're the fucking boss bitches, right? It's just literally, it astounds me the way other creators, specifically Aaron and Scott, run their channels. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rox. Okay, that's Rika. Hi, Rika. Sorry, I didn't realize you had a different name in the chat. Okay? And I do respect them. They also have free reign to tell me that I'm a fucking asshole and that what I said was wrong or bad or like, fucking change it up. Don't talk about that stuff. Because over the last 2 years, we have through, our video chats. I saw one of my mods in person at the Father's Day protest. We have built up a genuine rapport and friendship, not based on some weird celebrity status that I have, which is not a thing ever in my mind. Okay. just based on like actually giving a fuck what's going on in each other's lives, right? It's like being a human, okay? It's like being a human, right? But these people, this guy and the other guy, they literally have no clue how to be a human being. They have no clue how to be a human being. Scott hasn't been a human being now for years. He's just floating around, just, one mooch session to the next mooch session. Just mooch, 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 because he's a special boy. He's a special boy.
And she didn't see it, so I was like, fuck it, fuck me.
Yeah, try driving, Scott. Look at him. He's actually looking at the road. He's so agitated. Up, chat.
Chat. Driving in circles for some reason.
He's driving in circles.
The gas complaints. They can't complain about me wasting gas now that I'm in an electric car, can they?
It's not your car.
It's been a shit show, shy girl. It's been a shit show.
Look at him talking directly to chat.
And see, but this is the thing.
You don't even have a hand on the steering wheel. What are you doing? He's got one hand down on his coffee mug because it won't fit in the cup holder because it's a motherfucking mug, you fucking moron. And then he just took his hand off the steering wheel while he's driving.
So one of the things I do is I call people and I talk to them. I get to slowly know them. I build a little rapport, and then I ask them about other people, their opinions about other people. Not for shit talking purposes, but just for seeing like for example, Melody was in Portland. Rika was in Portland. So I asked Rika, what her thoughts about Melody were.
What he just said is cult recruitment 101. We're going to listen to that again, and I'm going to put it on normal speed because this is the most telling, most important. Why do I pick on this professional protester? This is a golden comment before we get back to sir, ma'am, sir, whoever you are in a cult. He's far better at protesting than me because he was put in a cage for doing it. All the best protesters have been charged. Is this a joke? Is this sarcasm that's escaping me right now? Or are you being serious? If it's sarcasm, that's hilarious. If it's not, let's have a convo. I'll wait for your reply here, Drifter Worse. This is a joke, right? Oh no, Melody hit me up for money too. Yeah. It's a joke. Mrs. J says it's a joke, but Drifter Wars is gone now. You're just in here and just bounced. Uh-huh. I'm waiting for Drifter Wars to come back. It's sarcasm. Okay, there you are. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying. Thank you. Yeah. Professional protester. All right, let's go back here. Please listen to these words. We're going to go back to regular speed. This is exactly the mechanics of a cult.
So what one of the things that I do is I call people and I talk to them. I get to slowly know them.
So the love bombing occurs, right? Get to know them. What does he say? Build a rapport.
Build a little rapport.
Okay. And then what happens?
And then I ask them about other people, their opinions about.
And then once there's this trust built via the love bombing, via the rapport, then just for shits and giggles, I want to know what they think about other people. And by think about them, I mean, what tea do you have about them? When was the last time that I was out protesting? Physically, the last time I protested Scientology was Father's Day this year. And then I got pneumonia. And then, I had a fake lawsuit against me. And then, yeah. But I've been making content the whole time. But yeah. And it also, as a survivor of Scientology, believe it or not, psychogrammy, it causes me extreme mental duress and triggers my PTSD and CPTSD from being held hostage figuratively and literally by multiple people when you're locked in a room and under 24-hour surveillance, and then people, like 10 people, are literally physically holding you onto the ground so you cannot escape. Being at those places, not great for me, turns out. And so I had to make a decision. Do I want to continue to educate people about Scientology? Yes. But physically going there may not be the best option. So thank you for shaming a survivor of a cult who is suffering daily from CPTSD, night terrors, etc., by insinuating that because I don't physically put myself in mental turmoil to show up at a building, that I'm not doing it right. Lovely. Lovely. Have you ever protested Scientology in person ever in your whole life? Or anything? Anywhere on planet Earth? Have you done that? Psycho Granny? Have you? Have you done that? I would guess probably not. But thank you for popping by to, yeah. to do that. Where are you at, Psycho Granny? Did you just pop in to try and like bring me down? To try and like degrade me? Where you at, Psycho Granny? Have you ever left your mommy's basement to do anything besides, go wash the socks that you masturbate into because they're crusty dusty? No? Okay. All righty. So this is Cult 101. Let's get back to Scott. Scott! This is Cult 101. It's grooming. It is, oh, yes, I have lots of times. Don't be such a bitch. Where? Tell me. Did I see you? Lots of times? This sounds very immature. Also, I'm allowed to be a bitch. This is my channel. I'm a bitch. I'm a lover. I'm a child. I'm a mother. I'm a sinner and a saint. I do not feel ashamed. Okay? I'm your hell. I'm your queen. I'm something in between. And honestly, you really wouldn't want it any other way. So, yeah. You're welcome. And thank you, Atlantis Morissette. All right.
Other people. Not for like shit talking purposes, but just for seeing like for example, Melody was in Portland. Rika was in Portland. So I asked Rika, what her thoughts about Melody were.
Why does that matter? Why does that matter? Why does it fucking matter what anybody's opinion about anybody else? This is how he does his little character analysis, his bad actor list. Who are the characters, right? This is how he controls the narrative, is he befriends people, his one-on-one conversation, right? And he understands the parasocial psychology. He's the star. He's the content creator. And don't you feel special? Don't you feel special to get to have a phone call with that guy that you see on the interwebs? Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Oh, that was Meredith Brooks. You're right. Thank you. Sorry. I just watched the whole Lilith Fair documentary, and then all those people just became one person to me. I apologize. I apologize to the great Meredith Brooks. So, yeah. Trust me, you make a Psycho Granny. I make of Scott. I fun of Scott. But go look in the mirror. It's okay that you have trauma, but no one else can. I didn't say nobody else can have trauma. I didn't say that. This is Darvo in action right here. This is Darvo in action. You came into my chat, Psycho Granny, appropriate name, and insinuated that I'm not a good protester. I don't protest enough. I don't do any of those things. And I explained to you how, as a survivor of massive 26 years of trauma, that it's not good for me. And then I make fun of, I'm not making fun of Scott, actually. I'm telling about what he does. I have never insulted anyone else's trauma, as far as I'm aware. And if I have, tell me about it and we'll talk about it. Okay. But here's the deal, Psycho Granny. Scott is a cult leader. Okay. And he is showing you right here how, thank you, Rika. Thank you for that. How he runs his cult. Okay. This is a demonstration on how he runs his cult. And then I asked you a specific question. Have you ever protested anything? You said, I've done lots. Don't be a bitch. And then I did the lyrics. And then I said, okay, what did you protest? Where? And then you don't answer. That's just deflection. And now you're going to Darvo me in the moment here and try and run the narrative about what the fuck. I am a Scientology survivor. I'm explaining to the world my own story and what Scientology does to its own members. That's literally activism. That's a protest here on the internet. If you can't see that, I can't help you. Okay? Scott, on the other hand, is a terrible performance artist. I will put that in huge air quotes. And only cares about destruction. Oh, peekaboo. I love you so much. Listen, and this is facts. I have stage 4 cancer. This is one of my mods, guys. I lost all my hair, and Nora and the rest of the mods have been so helpful to me. You never understand how compassionate Nora is. Listen, when I tell you that my mods are some of the most special people on planet Earth, I mean it. And I tell this woman every day that she doesn't have to worry so much about people like Psycho Granny that come in here and say nonsense. Because I want her to focus on healing and like literally not spend energy on this often total nonsense. I love you so much, and you help me every day. And the support that you've shown me before you were my mod and being my mod has been tremendous. Tremendous. Yeah. I from the bottom of my heart, I love you. And it's just, fuck cancer, man. Fuck cancer. Jesus Christ. It's like all the people that I've ever known in my life that have passed from cancer have been really fucking great people. And I just, yeah. She won't be back. Psycho Granny's gone. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you got me in my feels. Okay. Yeah. I mean, and I hope that you feel the love from the chat too, Peekaboo. I mean, like, you didn't have to tell anybody that. That's nobody's business but yours. No. I know that. Let's get back to Scott. But guys, like, I'm just serious. I'm serious, guys. I think it was today or yesterday. Peekaboo was like, well, guys, here's when I'm doing my chemo. I'll still be there. And I'm like, you don't have to. We're literally just trying to bring awareness to, people who are literally dangerous, that are so fucking dangerous to everyone around them. And when I say that Scott and Aaron are running a cult, I mean it. And they are dangerous to the people in that cult, and especially in their actions. Oh my God, 86 GOPs in the house, guys. 20 memberships. Holy shit. Okay, give me a break. Got one. I gotta. Oh, okay. Here we go. Hey, Paula, Cheryl, Anita, Smooth Steve, Tiffany, Lala Julia, Diary of a Ghost, Kim Gray, DP, Marissa. Hey, Marissa, Fox. Oh, I just skipped ahead here. Nana Boss, Bill Kennedy, Travelcado, Emma Smith, Katrina Marshall, Julie Kerr, Ramble On, all got memberships. Okay. Wow. Thank you. That is very generous, 86. Now, 86, you know, and you're in here, that you are highly controversial in this community. And it was alleged on Reddit that you donated $100,000 over the last year or so, not like all at once, to Anthony D'Amato. Is that true? Is that true? Inquiring minds want to know. Like, I just want to know. I'm sure you have a record somewhere of all the money. That seems like an incredible amount to have donated to people. Oh no, Scott's going to lose his mind that 86 GOB is here. And that somebody on Reddit alleged that I don't have any integrity because I took money from 86 GOP. Number one, and I said this the other day, I have no idea who that person is. We've never had a conversation, not an email, nothing. I know nothing about this person other than what has been not true at all. Okay. That does seem like a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And then people want to know if you're the real 86. I mean, it looks like the legit 86, guys. So listen, I have seen, listen, let's just be real talk. I have seen you gift Anthony D'Amato money when he was saying very horrible things about me. Are you here to make that up to me in the form of sweet, sweet cash? Guys, a creator cannot control in any way, shape, or form who gifts them money. If you have that little toggle on that you can accept super chats, anybody that they want can do it. That's how that works. So, yeah. But thank you. Listen, when anybody gives me a super chat, even if it's a hate super chat, I say thank you because you paid money to do that. So thank you. There's nothing else I can say. Just thank you. All right. Let's get back to Scott here because this stream, like I said, is very telling. He gives you all of the behind the curtain here. Okay. All of the behind the curtain. Let me get that back up here on the screen. Coming in hot. Here we go.
And Rika said that she had borrowed her money and then she didn't pay her back. And that she then got her a gift at Christmas or something. So it was okay. And she's like, yeah, she's kind of just strange and I really don't hang out with her or something along those lines.
Okay. Nothing nefarious in any of those things. It is, guys, I have friends. Believe it or not, I have actual friends in real life. Actually, guys, I have friends from middle school. In fact, my best friend from middle school, Rebel, that's what we'll call her here. That was our nickname in middle school, contacted me today because her kids did not believe that she ever played basketball. And she found the pictures of our basketball team from back in the day. And you guys want to see baby baller Nora? You guys want to see baby baller Nora from 7th and 8th grade? Let me pull up the epic 7th and 8th grade photos of baby baller Nora. All right, let's pull this up here. I'm going to show you guys. Here we go. Where's my button? This is it. Replace. Here we go. Where is it? Oh, I know why. I know why it's not showing up. I have to download them, guys. Okay, now I can pull them up. Hang on. Because you know when people send you something in a text and then you can't see it, so you have to download it. You have to download it and where is it? Why isn't it there? Where did it go? Listen. Why can I not? Now can we see it? Oh, there it is. All right, here we go. All right, there it is. Can you guys find me? Can you guys find me? I'll make it bigger. Can you guys find me? Which one is me? Which one is baby tiny baller Nora? Do you see me? I'm going to point. Do you guys see my marker? That's me. And look at my little smiling pudding. 86 gifting 20 more memberships. Holy cannolis. Wow. Thank you. Allison, Janice got one. Happy one got one. Anne got one. Apostate Alex. Tuck Frump. Nico the Cat. Chrissy. A Spiritual Awakener. Katie Porter's Whiteboard. High Vibes. Abnormally Normal. Miss Bird Whisperer. Sorry. Let me stop sharing here. I'll bring it back up here in a second. Viva Valhalla. Shelly Kelly. Retired Red. Boop, 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 boop. 5 Supreme Commander. A Baseball Mom. And who's that? Cy Shades. Somebody who's just at. That's a great screen name. Keela McDonald. Wow. Thank you so much. Yes, that was me, guys. 3rd from the left. That was little. This is when I was not even 5 feet tall, y'all. Not even 5 feet tall. That's me right there. Number 23, of course. And then 8th grade. Let me pull up the 8th grade photo. I grew my hair out a little bit. Okay, you guys ready? Can you tell? Can you tell which one has the tude to be me in where'd it go? Where are you? Nope. It's the same one again. I don't want that one. Oh, right. I have to do the thing where I do the boom. Okay, now we can share it. Nora, learn how to computer. Here we go. Which one is me? Do you see? She took the picture out of our junior high book. Which one is me? Can you guys guess? Can you guys guess? Look at me. Look at that. Look at that little bob I've got going on there. Little sassy pants McGee. Just chilling. Just chilling. This is from 1989, guys. 1989. Look at that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That was middle school in, as you can see, Sonoma, California. Shout out. Shout out to one of my many hometowns, because we moved a lot. Sonoma, California. Yes. Yes. Much excite. Much excite. That's baby me. So yeah, guys, I have friends from middle school. We're still friends. We're still friends. Right? Because it turns out I'm the same person probably then than I am now. And not because I haven't grown into like an adult, it's because I am just me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was 13 then. That was me. This little 13 and 12-year-old Nora. Yeah, 13, 14. Yeah. Right, because my freshman year I was like 14 and a half. Yes. Like the hair over the one eye. So rebellious. So tough. You were just down the road from me, Janet. What? That was El Molino. El Molino Junior High. Yeah, a couple years older. Okay. Yeah, and then I went to high school in Santa Rosa. I did 1 year up in Eureka because we moved up there, and then we moved back to Santa Rosa. And so I went to Santa Rosa High School. That was my high school, everyone. Go Panthers. Go Panthers. If I could relive a decade, which one would I choose? Oh, fuck. Probably, yeah, the 80s were pretty cool. I don't know. Do I have to relive it in my current life, like as the childhood that I had? Because that kind of sucked. You were in Petaluma. I fucking love Petaluma, man. Originally called Chickaluma. Mm-hmm. You went to Tanana? Fucking hell, man. Okay. In Fairbanks, Alaska. Yeah. The 90s? Yeah, the 90s, I think, were a little bit brighter than the 80s, but I love the 80s. We had some fucking great music. The models pose, yes. And in the 7th grade picture, guys, I had my hair permed. I had like basically this haircut, but my hair on top was a little longer, and it was permed because I was that girl. So not gay, guys. Super not gay. Guys, I wore cardigans and fucking chinos and penny loafers and vests. And no clue that I was gay. Okay? Yeah. But Melody strokes your ego, doesn't she? She tells you all of the things, right? So then he goes into this whole thing about Lara. Now, I want to say this. I'm not going to replay what he said about Lara. Because this is my analysis of what Scott said about Lara this morning, okay? Because Scott has gone back and forth. I love Lara. Oh, I'll always love her. Lara, like me, is a survivor of trauma. Her story, every single person who survived. Oh, Snoopy Ice Arena. Yes. Thank you, Janet. God, I missed that place. And now it's closed, which sucks. Yeah. He goes round and round and round the Darvo against Lara. Because anytime she starts like accomplishing shit, he has to make sure that she is, vilified across the community. And what I observed this morning was a man who makes many, many claims about Lara's behavior in private that are unsubstantiated, unproven, and then proceeds to degrade every single aspect of a CPTSD survivor of massive amounts of infantile, childhood, and adult trauma in a way that is so vicious and disgusting that I literally wanted to reach through my screen and just shake him. Like, I'm so angry with him. It's like, and Scott knows exactly what he's doing. Again, similarly, like Aaron and Scott are mirrors of each other. We have Aaron over here shitting all over T and Miriam, saying that they're basically do fucking nothing. And then we have Scott, who records his phone calls, uses every possible piece of private information, just like Aaron does, to try and keep you in his little cult. And then when you finally break free, he's going to make sure to destroy you publicly with that information so that nobody will want you. Nobody will want you. Nobody will believe you. And these two men are working overtime to destroy the very strong, powerful, able, beautiful women who are doing the fucking hard work. Okay. No, how come neither Scott or Aaron can give just try one compliment? Not even compliment. How about just a thank you to Audit LA for all of the actual fucking work that she's doing? They cannot do one single, they cannot acknowledge that anybody has done anything, right? He does a whole thing about screaming about Audit LA again. He always has to scream about Audit. Always, 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 always. See? Chat. He's got to read it. Oh, right. Guys, Scott's better than Aaron because he didn't, hold a woman against her will, for 5 to 10 minutes. That's your standard. That's the level. That's your level of I'm a good person. You have spent, sir, hundreds of hours of trying to gaslight and harm through verbal and psychological torture via the internet Laura Anderson simply because she broke up with you. It's disgusting. A decent human being would literally just let it go. Just let it go. So here's Aaron in terms of being the worst, and then you're right here, Scott. Look, okay, you're not tied. I'll give you that one notch in your belt. You haven't been physically abusive to women, but you take great personal pleasure in continually using psychological torture via the internet on a public platform to re-abuse Laura. Notice how she doesn't talk about you. Oh, this was my favorite thing, that he keeps posting private emails that Laura sent to somebody else that said, let me pull it up on his stupid channel. Lord of the Gadflies. What a fucking maroon. He put it in a post, I think. Yeah. I'm going to pull up this defamatory post. Okay. Because again, this is Scott trying to redeem himself by degrading Laura, right? Because he has no good properties. Okay. So when Scientologists declare a person an SP, they disconnect from anyone associated with them. You're not an SP, Scott. You are a toxic piece of shit who is hell-bent on destruction. You don't bring good anywhere that you are. You're a bad person and you're dangerous. That's why you're facing 6 criminal charges. Okay? Not because you're a warrior for Scientology survivors. You're facing 6 criminal charges because you're a bull in a china shop everywhere you go, and you're a dangerous member of society. Period. Insert a bunch of yellow hearts and broken hearts, right? Just let's mock Laura right there. Remember, eat cats, strangling women, falsely accusing second gens of rape, and holding down a woman for 10 minutes is okay. No one has ever said that. And you're the only motherfucker who brings up this fucking cat, Jazzy. Okay? Nobody cares. Even your sister is like, shut the fuck up about the fucking cat. Being in DOA's chat is not always creeping. Hashtag so suppressive. Hashtag Scientology. Hashtag loving. Who's the Scientologist, Scott? So this is somebody forwarded this. Make sure you delete who fucking sent this. Laura knows who she sent this to. I see you. She says, you are two-faced. I see you in chat and emails. You need therapy. You're passive aggressive and literally a backstabber. I'm glad I didn't respond to your crap trying to help. Yeah, right. What I see here in this email is a woman, and Scott is like, you can't do that. Oh, you need therapy. First of all, as a person, okay, just like Psycho Granny brought up, as a survivor of Scientology, okay, it is my right to not accept or receive communication from people that I find dangerous to my mental health. Okay, people. Now, I have rules in my chat. Let me be specific. There's a lot of Scott's, cult members coming in here. A lot of Aaron cult members coming in here. That's fine. As long as you, as those culties, obey the rules of my chat, which is don't be a dick. Okay? Don't fucking start shit. Just don't be a dick, right? Those are just basic rules. If somebody wants to repost the chat rules, you can. And that email was from May when there was a lot of shit going on. Okay? A lot of shit. But as a survivor of Scientology, okay, as a trauma survivor of any kind, if you discover someone in your life who, on the one hand, is like telling you kittens and sunshine and rainbows, and then you find out actual evidence of them doing the opposite of that, okay, doing the opposite of that, then that's okay for you to not have that person in your life. It's called gray rocking. Now, this is not a gray rocking email. This is very direct communication from Laura to whoever she wrote this to, basically telling this person, essentially via email to their face, I see that you're two-faced. People don't like being found out. People don't like being found out. Okay? And yes, I have seen people who chat regularly in my chat saying nice things to me. In Aaron's chat, in Scott's chat, in, even in ZDT's chat. And guess what I did about that? Now, I have called out a couple people, but also what I did for myself is I stopped looking at those other chats. Because part of free speech is allowing people to say nonsense, kind of like what the judge said, right? The judge said to Aaron, to the lawyers, basically, like, listen, I've heard worse. Okay? People don't like me. I'm a fucking judge. That's fine. Right? So if people show their ass to the internet by being here and saying something nice and being somewhere else and saying something nasty, that's on them. It's actually not my problem. I don't have emotions about it anymore. Okay? I don't really, I don't care. Right? But what I see in that email, and maybe those two people have sorted it out later, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Scott's trying to bring this up as an example of Laura being unhinged and crazy and whatever. What I see is someone setting a boundary for themselves, saying, I don't want communication from you. I don't trust you. She said it in the way that she worded that, right? And that's fine. Okay? That's what she thought at that time. I don't know if that's her thoughts now. This is fucking 6 months old. Okay? But it's just literally like, okay. A lot of people are saying who this email was to. Oh, or they're betting that it was. Okay. Yeah. I don't know who the email's to. It doesn't even matter. Oh, thank you. Thank you, T. Thank you, Tegan. Yeah. Yeah, Nora last time this year would absolutely care. I'd be all up in the chats. What's that fucker saying? Like, to spend my life worried about what people are saying about me in other spaces that I'm not really invited to is kind of a real big fucking waste of my time. Right? But what the creator is saying, right? Okay? What the creator is saying is important because these two individuals are highly, highly dangerous. Okay? So much so that Scott is so hell-bent on trying to destroy Lara. And first he was like pumping up Liz Gale. Now he's fucking talking shit about her. He can't make up his mind. He can't make up his mind. See, his Darvo and triangulation didn't work, and Liz and I are still friends. Okay. This is another great question. Okay. Sammy, I'm gonna bring you up here. This is the question that I've gotten 3 or 4 times. 86 supported my enemy and gave money while he was attacking you. Now he's sending money to me. Do I have any morals? I just explained I don't have a way to control who gives money in my chat. Also, I'm a creator on the fucking internet. When people super chat me, that's partially how I make income. Do I have any morals? I think I've explained that very well. Are you just here on behalf of your Lord and Savior Scott to tell me why I shouldn't take money from the same person that he got thousands of dollars from and then grew a spine somehow and was like, I'm not going to be manipulated? No, actually 86 dumped you because you went crazy and called Lara a fucking Russian spy and then it was like, uh-oh, you're nuts. I can't keep funding you. Just so you know, the Queen of England farted too. No, she didn't. Don't you dare say that about Queen Elizabeth. I mean, like, give me a break. Sammy, get over it. Used to be in Scott's chat. Oh, I'm sure Sammy's still in Scott's chat. But see, like, she's not bounced from here because she asked a stupid question. Because she wasn't a dick. Sammy, are you MD Media? What happened? First of all, if MD Media hates me, I don't know why. I've never said anything about him. But again, people are free to hate me for any reason they want. Apparently I don't have to do anything except for exist on the internet. And that's enough for everybody to just fucking be like, canceled. Fucking canceled. You know. Oh. My computer is like literally. He wasn't up? Okay. Well, he was for a second. Okay. Sorry, guys. You know what I'm saying? Guys, the non-coordination between Aaron and Scott right now is astounding. The fact that they are both MD Media went live to defend Scott and his abuse. Wonderful. Okay. It seems like Queen Elizabeth was sold. She farted dust. I'm sorry. It's just, guys, this isn't like Aaron made such a mockery of the whole thing. Okay. But it's not about, oh, who's talking about who in the chat? No, honey. That's not what we're doing here. We're not on Gossip Girl. Okay. We are talking specifically, sir, about your literal crimes. Okay. Your literal crimes. My whole computer is freezing up. I gotta close this. Yes. Goodbye. Close it. I try to do the Final Cut thing in the background again, and it's really fucking the computer up. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I think, you know, the problem is that these two individuals in particular, Scott and Aaron, and the Aaron supporters get mad that I put Scott with him, and the Scott supporters get mad that I put Aaron with him. Guys, they are the same. They are both running cults. Okay? They are, I'm the last man standing. Thanks, Bo. And the people who keep propping him up, who keep popping into the cult to tell him that he's doing a good job, that Aaron's the only man, you know, who's doing anything. He's just the brave man. Like, guys, this is the example that I'm talking about here, because when you see, where's the fucking let me go back here. So on Scott's here, and he thinks that Erie Forever is the same as Liz Gale. And apparently she's somebody else. No, they're not. They're not. They're not. Scott did this stream from this morning. It's his last live. Okay. And he has, it's sad. Where are all your views, Scotty? Where did they all go? And he's already lost. Guys, he was so proud of the 666. He's losing subs. Right?
Feeling.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm just trying to find the comments for this. Where did I got to make it bigger. Okay, here we go. So these are the people that are propping him up. Okay. Is throwing out 3 boxes of flyers the night before the LA Christmas parade protesting. The pronoun game used as a gotcha moment to feign emotional upset on behalf of another's perceived sensitivities. Bird means brain. I don't know. Stop figuratively chasing people away, DOA. You're only allowed to literally chase people away, like Aaron chased those Sea Org kids. First of all, they weren't kids. They were adults. But they were women. Oh, David B., the number one enabler, simp, and cult member. She said, you fucked up the pronouns, and that's just horrible. I said, I suck at pronouns all the time, but I don't intend harm like you. Does that make me a bad person? Does that make me bad? She immediately said, no, make it make sense. It's the blue eye. Here's Melody. She's changed her name again because she's not Melody SP supporter or whatever she fucking had, right? Okay. I'm so tired of seeing the word autism and narcissistic thrown around so much. Well, then maybe you shouldn't hang around narcissistic people and maybe have some fucking compassion for autistic people. The fuck's wrong with you? But like, oh, look at all of the comments, right? Look at, I know, Toby. I know. Give me a minute. I know. Do you guys have a dog that like you're doing stuff and like Toby will come over and he just puts his nose under my hand because my hand's on my mouse over here and he's like, boop, just literally, Toby, I'm working. Come over here. Come on this side and I can pet you with my other hand. I need this hand to do. I'm going to have to left hand mouse here, guys. This is going to be a disaster. Similarly, let's go over to Aaron. And just look, he's got 110 comments here. The reason you are standing is because you're entertaining. Some people just aren't. You have a lot of charisma. The mere fact that there are already thousands of signatures on the Save the Garden petition, which, by the way, is done by a never-in, it should be made very clear to certain council members that if they ignore the petition and sell the street, then they would be directly campaigned against next election. Aaron, how many times have you stood out in front of Safeway with a clipboard to get signatures for that? None? Exactly. How many times have you provided that petition at your protests that are the largest singular protest of all mankind? Oh, none? Right. Exactly. The mere fact, blah, blah, blah. Aaron, trust your gut and keep kicking butt. Still at the beginning of the video, I stopped following any of the people to urge to start YouTube for this reason. I feel they're just looking for an easy paycheck, talking about other creators or grifting off the community. I love following you as I really feel I'm getting important info from every video. Your videos are thought out and informative, which makes great videos. That's totally not a Russian bot. I win and Scientology loses. Yes, 100%. I have been in this community for a while. In my opinion, the reason that so many channels have failed is money. So many started channels to earn money, like how Aaron recruited everybody. That was their sole reason, which was the recruitment pitch that Aaron did for his MLM cult scam. They cared more about love bombing people to get super chats. Oh, no. No. This is a love bomb free zone. Clicks and views. They saw your success and jumped on the bandwagon. Yes, a few were genuine, but most were in it for the money. They wanted your success, yet they did not put in the work. I got interested in cults while in junior high school after reading Helter Skelter. That person is very old. When I came across your channel about 3 years ago, I wanted to learn more about Scientology cult. Immediately, I saw your Beaverton in bringing down the cult, and I was in. I was excited when Streets entered the picture. I feel like I'm reading a romance novel right now. Streets certainly has Beaverton, but he is also honest. He went after the cult for his own personal reason. He's always stated that protesting Scientology was not his primary focus. Yet, when he was out there, he made it his focus. The other channels, for the most part, were promising in the beginning, but so many of them were more about getting subscribers, clicks, and views than they were about bringing down the cult. Ma'am, that's how social media works. You need subscribers and views in order to be a successful channel. Very few of them went out and actually protested on a regular basis. Oh, you mean like your cult leader, Aaron Smith-Levin, who had never protested in his entire life up until 2023? That guy? That one? Is that who you're talking about? Okay. I'm glad that it did. Oh, wait, what happened? A certain person entered the fray. We know what happened then. I'm glad that it did it, as it made clear who was genuine and who was in it for the attention and money. Plus, there were so many channels I wanted to support. It was getting too frantic. God, guys, just too hard. I'm glad I've scaled it down to a handful of channels. Those wanting to attack are worthless to me. And I want nothing to do with them. I cannot even pity them. I'm glad we're back to business. This whole stream where he just shat on people. And I'm glad that I found this channel. A 2-hour late night 8 Ron stream in the blue shirt. I love early Christmas. Present emoji, pizza, 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 donut, 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 donut. Great stream. Behind you 100%. Go 8 Ron. Laura FM is in Los Angeles, and the amazing Tori Magoo are protesting regularly there. Oh, that person's going to be blocked. How come, Aaron, how come you didn't heart that? How come you didn't heart that, Aaron? You don't like facts? You don't like facts? Elron Hoyayembe. He thinks it's funny to try and make that a meme. I'll do it in the Ron voice, right? I started subbing and watching from a different account before he made the decision to post daily. There was very little Scientology at the time. It was basically you, Mango, and Shelton. That was about it. So much more content now, and that's a great thing. And you're largely responsible for that. There's a marketing concept about flag that I never hear anyone talking about. It's the idea that Scientology always works when done standardly. So whenever you hit the point in your Scientology path where it just ain't working for you, you're out of luck. But wait, if you just go up to a higher level org, it will work. I don't think flag could ever survive without all the lower orgs sending people. Oh, good, Ham It Up again is in there. I tried very hard to put together a nonpartisan group in Los Angeles to protest Scientology regularly. It fell completely flat on its face because the people that want soul control, like Aaron. Until the control freaks are gone, this will continue. For now, it continues to be elitist. That is not a safe space, and I'm not talking about Scientology. Oh, good juju travels. So true. Last man standing. I remember how you wanted to help them, and now this. And now this. I've never known a more ungrateful bunch of people. This current generation of ungrateful, or maybe one before, but yeah, people don't appreciate shit and expect the most, in my opinion. They are letting Scientology win by talking about each other instead of videos about taking down Scientology. Okay? You're focused in genuine honesty and a really great story too. Heartbreaking story at times. But your blend of humor and real human emotion, topped off with no nonsense or pretense, is infectious. Not fake, no performance. The videos are interesting, and the whole package is why you succeed. So thank you. She just had to get package in there, didn't she? Oh, I'm sorry. I could do that all day, guys. I could do that all day. Just like literally voices for the chat. And that's just what I hear in my mind when I read these things, guys. And like I said, okay, let's do some real work here. Let's get to it. Fuck Scott. Okay. Guys, here we go. This is what supporting women looks like. Ready? Here we go. This is Audit LA's channel, at Audit LA. I'm dropping it in the chat. Go subscribe. She's at every goddamn meeting that LA City Council and the police and everybody else hold. She's there every day. If she can't be there physically, she's on the Zoom. She's putting the truth out there. She's telling everybody all of the thing. Okay? Secondly, here's Miriam's channel. She already went to bed because she's in fucking Denmark. Scientology up north. All right? Give her a subscribe. Go support. She is interviewing great people. She's doing great work in Denmark. She's getting shit done in the government. Fucking great shit. Go subscribe it. This is T's channel. T's in the chat. It's a voice down under. She is making amazing videos and also getting a lot of shit done down under. All right? Go give T a subscribe. All right? And finally, that's me. But where's Liz, Gail? God damn it. This is Gail. I don't need my channel. You guys are already here. Here's Liz, Gail. Okay? Go give her a subscribe. She is, born in like me. Her grandma was in Scientology. That's how deep her family goes. Okay? She's doing great work, bringing awareness here in Oregon. She's got a great TikTok. She puts out great content here. But these are people who are actually doing advocacy work. Okay? Liz is focusing right now on getting her art together for an art show to express and educate people about Scientology through her art. Okay? Let's go support the people who are fucking, doing the shit. Okay? Let's support the people doing the shit on a daily basis. We got to end every stream now. This is a thing I'm going to start doing. We got to end every stream with highlighting the fucking people doing the shit. Because guess what? Aaron ain't doing shit. Okay? Aaron and Scott ain't doing shit. I'm glad that Scott is very busy doing his 7 to 3 fucking, whatever he's doing. Good for him. Good for him. And oh my God. This is the shit. Oh, well, thank you, Mary. That's very kind of you. And Laura. Let me pull Laura up here. You are very correct. Laura is out there every motherfucking day. Let me pull her up there. And she's also calling in. I was on the same, Zoom call with her this morning. Yeah. Let's see. Laura's last live was yesterday. Okay. Doing some artology and a Q&A. She's doing it all the time. Okay. Guys, I can't share everybody right now. It's okay. Here's Laura's channel. I'm putting it in there. Enrica's out all the time at the Portland org. You are correct. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Sub to audit. If you guys want to see, people calling in, Laura's New Year's Eve protest. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, she went to that. It was Hanukkah for me. So I was doing that. All right. Yeah. Scott is driving around like a psycho. Absolutely. 100% driving around like a psycho. It's not good. People are doing. You want me to put Rika's channel up? Okay. The people are asking for it. I'm putting it up. 1 second. We're going to do it. Bop, 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 bop. Rika, is that the new name of your, oh, sorry. Is that the new name of, I did misgender you. I apologize. Is that the name, is this the new name of your channel, Rika? Or is it the old one? Because do I need to look for this one? Or is this just a different, is it a different one? Or is it this one? Oh, your channel is down and you made a new channel. Okay, I will pull up your new channel. Wow, who is this? God is on vacation. Video game. Thank you. Thank you very much for this amazing super chat. Yeah, Scott is going to lose his license with continually touching the phone and reading it. Like that could be a parole violation. I don't know. I don't know if it is or not, but it's not a good look for somebody who's on parole to be actively breaking a law in California. Okay, so it's that one at Rainbops. Okay, let me find it, Rika. One moment. At one. It's like the first time I ever type in someone's at, it just like, I can't do it. I'm subscribed now. I'm subscribed, Rika, because it's a brand new channel. So let me pull it up here. Let me share these, and then we'll put it up. Guys, this is a brand new channel for Rika. Please go subscribe to them. Okay. I was the 5th subscriber. I'm in the OG crew. It's like I'm in the top 8 of someone's MySpace. And Rika is going to be sharing their music there. So awesome. For more music, please subscribe. Okay. Let's help our prans out. Let me put that in the chat here. Laura. Oh, you and Laura are going to be making music. I love it. I love it. All right. We're going to get you subscribed up here. All right. 16 subscribers already. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Okay. That's what it's about, guys. It's about empowering people who are getting the shit done. Oh, Ashley's channel is down. Uh-oh, hot dog. Well, Ashley did get assaulted the other night at Big Blue, and I hope that she pressed charges. No, that's not his car. He's in a borrowed car. It's not his. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Good gravy. All right, guys. This has been amazing. We're going to keep actually empowering people who are doing effective advocacy, which is seen through a myriad of actions, one of which is not standing on a street corner with a cardboard cutout of Tom Cruise while having a self-aggrandizing, mutual masturbation party about yourself. Okay? So don't, yeah. Okay. There are a lot of people doing a lot of advocacy in front of the camera, behind the camera, in the courtroom, in the classroom, in the, the meeting rooms. It's all good. I hope Ashley is okay. I don't have her phone number, or I would reach out to her. If anybody does, please reach out and make sure she's doing okay. She may have just decided, fuck YouTube. And I get that. And I respect her for whatever, Ashley decides to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, Ashley still has her channel. Okay, hang on. Now inquiring minds have to know. Oh, no, it's still here. Papusitology is still up. It's up. There's Ashley. Papusitology. She's still there. This was so great that she caught the Cybertruck with the Dianetics thing. Update on my sourdough baby. Well, we're eating the loaf that I made. It came out very, very well. And but it wasn't like, in my opinion, it didn't poof enough. So I'm working on the starter, Shane, and she's doing good. She's doing good. Yeah. So we're gonna keep on keeping on, just trying to grow the sourdough. The taste of the sourdough was good. I felt like the bite was good. It could be better. So we're keeping, we're keeping on going. We're keeping on going. Okay. We gotta we still have, it is important to keep bringing awareness, guys, to keep bringing truth about the absolutely destructive, dangerous behavior of both Scott and Aaron Smith-Levin. Okay, because these two people have absolutely done nothing but for the last 2 years, but dismantle brick by brick by brick people's trust, people's safety, people's sanity in this space. And I say, not today, Satan. No more. No more. I am doing the stretch and folds. I need to do obviously more. I'm not making another dough right now. I'm going to finish up this loaf, and then I'm just trying to give Shane a couple more days to really get fluffy. Yeah. They both made snarky comments this week about female never ends in other countries calling into the LA Commission. Yeah, it's an absolute OSA up. Why pick that? Why pick all of the women? Well, it's easy why they're picking all the women. That's obvious. But why pick the fact that they're calling in and calling that nothing and calling that not effective? It's absolutely effective. It's changing the barometer in Scientology support in the inner workings of the city of Los Angeles. That's kind of a big deal. That's kind of a big deal. All right, guys, please do hit that like button. Subscribe here. We'll have more stuff tomorrow. Support those women. Let's help them out. I'm going to put all their links in the chat after. We'll pin it there. And guys, thank you to every new subscriber. We are growing exponentially. Guys, let's just celebrate those weens. Celebrate those weens, as my supervisor Sergio used to say when I was an indentured servant there in Florida. When you're a YouTube creator, you get like the back end, right? Which shows you it gives you your views, your watch hours, and then it gives you this analytics section, right? This is the analytics section. So it gives you like a 28-day span, right? So in the last 28 days, I have 111,000 views on this channel, okay? Which is 104,000 more than usual, okay? I have 40,000 watch hours. 40,000 watch hours. 896 new subscribers. Okay? And this is the top content in real time right now. Okay? So it's these things. Okay? And it shows you right there that in real time, I have 10,000 views in the last 48 hours on multiple different streams. You guys who are tuning in to watch me for 3.5, 5 hours, all this crazy shit that I'm talking, thank you so much for helping this teeny tiny channel grow and get the truth out there about dangerous individuals who are both facing criminal charges for their dangerous actions. Okay. And we need to keep the truth out there about them, because I want people to come out and protest. I want people to call in. I want people, to support whoever they want to support, who's doing constructive, effective work. Okay. And that's not up to me to decide. That's up to you to decide. So please open your eyes. I encourage all of Scott and Aaron's chat to open your eyes. Okay. If somebody has 10 million haters, okay, that are literally following them from place to place to place to try and bring awareness about them, maybe those people aren't all crazy and vindictive. And when you see a man who has a pattern of grabbing onto women, abusing them, and then calling them crazy, maybe believe the women. Thank you to all my members. Thank you to all the new members from 86 GOP. Fan-fucking-tastic. 40 new members this evening. Thank you. Thank you, of course, to my lady mods. Sending special amount of love out there to Peekaboo. I love all of you ladies. You guys keep me here. You keep all this going. Thank you so much. And I will see you all on the Flippity Dippity.